follow you back to your arms? Wash it all off in the river of your heart. There's a million different songs that I've learned to sing. Watching you bloom in the light of the moon. Your loneliness will never be lost on me. So reach out and love and don't be a stranger.
Guess you got all you wanted. Yeah, I don't know why suddenly you're gone. You'll never be forgotten. Pretending no one is to blame. Too late to reignite our flame. How did I not see you running? How did I get behind? How did I not see this coming? Guess all you left me run. Guess all you left me run.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you boys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. Hold on, I forgot the other light. Why do I 2 days in a row, dude? I take a day off Thursday like normal, and then I forget that I do green screen stuff. That's why you should just bring out the Dow Blue, dude, the model, the 3D model, and just roll with that, and just become a full-blown VTuber, because it's just so much easier that way. How y'all doing though? Welcome back to another stream. Hope boys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. We got some 5V5 1v1s over on 9.1 PTR today. Feeling much better, actually. Pays much better in comparison. I'm still not 100%. I still got some symptoms from yesterday, but like that whole achiness from head to toe, that's all gone. You know what I mean? But how you boys all doing? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you all are having a wonderful, beautiful day today, my dudes. How y'all doing? We are going to be heading onto the PTR right now. As soon as I get my music up and running. Let me get the tunes rolling too as well, yeah? Let me get those up and running as well. Yo, I'm looking all kinds of disheveled today, don't I? Look at that, dude. Even one of the side mustaches just does not want to play today at all. I got up and I felt pretty damn good, but I guess I didn't take a look at the mirror at all. Wow, that looks terrible. That actually looks awful. Do we just bring out the blue boy, or do I just try to fix this? Because I might need some mustache wax to get that aligned. Yo. I normally don't like doing on... Yeah, that's good. Let's just roll with it, dude. Gonna look a little disheveled today. Hi, boys, all doing? Welcome back, welcome back. Hope all of you having a good one. Trust me, I totally have it put together today. Actually, I slept so good last night. I slept great last night. It was a great sleep. Feeling better than yesterday. So today we're probably gonna have a longer stream if we have enough boys for them duels. Because I'm down, dude. I'm down to have a longer stream. Let's log on PTR and see what we have. Did you get your head blocked up? Duels, did you get... Yeah, it was not blocked up. I'd say stuffy. Yesterday I felt a little bit stuffy. Like I have a cold or something. But I took a much needed break last night as well. A much needed long break. Watched a movie, just hung on the couch, really took it easy. And yesterday was a pizza day. So it's not like the healthiest food you can think of, honestly. But drank plenty of water and just took it easy. Yeah, I got the whiskers going on. Imagine having to wear a mask. So every time I go outside, I guess it all depends. Like some places I'd imagine are pretty strict on the whole having a mask thing. Where I live, like the locals don't really care that much. I mean, they kind of care, but not really, right? It sounds bad, right? Before you get an idea, like we gotta, before you get any ideas, a lot of the people in my area, we never got past 3-digit numbers, right? So it never got like really, really bad. So most people where I live are not super worried. Some businesses are like, you know what, we'd appreciate if you wore a mask. Others like, technically it's one of the rules, but the people working there like, yeah, you fine, you're good. So yeah, every time I wear a mask, this thing, I mean, it just gets all over. It's just, it loses. I mean, right now it doesn't look anything fantastic, right? But it loses a lot of its like what I'm trying to normally do. Like it loses that and just looks like it looks like I took a comb and I combed my mustache downwards. And this thing has a bit of length to it. You can't really see that length until the sides. But if you were to take a length, like if you were to comb it down, it's like it's got some length to it. It's getting a little weird. You know what I mean? The mustache is powerful. This left side just doesn't want to play together at all. I'm trying to straighten that a little bit. I probably should have done that in the mirror before right as I got out of the shower. But I was just like, I'll be fine today. Didn't even think about it twice. So I'm having to do this here, but it's okay because you know why? We got a loading screen. Oh wait, you guys can see it. Now we just loaded in. Not Ouroboros as a thing. We had a loading screen until then anyway. Alrighty, boys. Let me set it up for WoW capture. And then we got some duels over on that 9-1 PTR. Cries already with the group. Let's go. We need 3 out of 5. Let's go, my man. Let's do it. Hell yeah, Jesus, with a ready 5-man group already. Let's go, dude. How you doing, my guy? Yo, so what have we got updates this patch? This patch 9.1. Because I want to see some new classes, boys. Wowhead. Let me go to Wowhead, find what the actual updates were. I think it was a lot of Death Knight PvP changes, right? Demon Hunter apparently got something new. Balance Druid got Starburst. We got Priest with Inner Light and Darkness, which it's a disc base. Please don't bring a disc base to duels. Elemental Shaman can control lava. And we got a lot of Death Knight changes. Lots of new Onatons for Death Knights. I don't really know if we'll be able to actually see them. But like Frost got some new stuff. As well as Unholy PvP got some new stuff. We might be able to see some of them, but it'll be hard to tell. It'll be pretty hard to tell. So if any of you are Death Knights and want to give them a go, dude, now would be the best time to test if any of them have any value or if any of them are any good. I have a Guy Fawkes goatee. I can relate to all this. I know. It's okay, sorry, man. Yeah, dude. The Guy Fawkes, like, isn't it? I need to watch FIFA and Vendetta again, but I'm pretty sure it's like really, like, everything is thin and tight, right? Everything is thin and tight. It's like very, very, like, you know what I mean? Did a goatee off recently, a long and painful process, losing all the facial hair. Why? I can't even look at myself in the mirror without facial hair, dude. I shaved it all once and I was like, I don't like it. I don't like it. It seems to be under the weather quite often. If you consider the healthier routines, not make a judgment, but it'll be helpful. Hit me up with anything on bio. I'm a bio. I think this is the first time in a long while that I had a short stream because I wasn't feeling well. Normally I'm sleepy, but that's because I'm awake until 5 in the morning. Hey man, thank you for looking out for me, I guess. They made DK awards and melee generally, but basically God mode versus casters. Yo, chill pills, they're gonna be joining the duels today. We need some more people for Chrysler on the Horde side. And I think Jesus is Alliance. If you want to join us at PTR, my guy, more than welcome to. Show us off some of the new honor towns. That's all we want to see. We just want to see the new honor towns. And then let me know which ones you're running so we can actually like know ahead of time. Extra long though. Tie the goatee part. Oh, you know, if you have a long goatee, you could do like one of those like Viking braids. I think that would look pretty cool because it's like uncommon as hell. I think that would look really cool, honestly. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I don't wear a mask anywhere. I mean, again, some people are like, you know, they don't really care. Other places are like, you know, it's a business with a bunch of other people. Would appreciate if you were, you know what I mean? Because some places were definitely more affected than others. But like in my place where I live, it never really got more than like, never over 3-digit numbers of people with corona. So I guess everybody heeded the stay inside part ASAP. So mostly flew over our heads, I guess. I think Nixim does that. Yeah, Nixim got plenty. Nixim is the kind of guy that could shave his head, shave his face, and just like 2 days later, everything will grow back longer and stronger than ever before. Boys, if you want to join the groups that are up right now, PvP versus player, player versus player. Wait, what? Everything gives you conquest now? I guess, actually, no, I think it's normal. I never remember, it usually is AP. Does not have AP, I guess, does not have AP rewards with this anymore? Weird. But if you guys want to join Chrysler in the group, player versus player, premium group, custom PvP, find a group. And there you go, my man Chrysler. Let me actually type it in the chat, or post it in the chat the copy pasta for group stuff for Discord. 5V5 1V1 Duels info. Here we go. And PTR 91 duels today. Here we go. So I'll pin that. So if anybody has a question, they can always check the pins on the up in the chat. That might help them out a little bit. You know what I mean? Hopefully. But Chrysler needs 2 more for Horde. He's on Horde on PTR. Doesn't matter what server you are. You should be able to find his group on any server. And then Jesus has a Lions group ready apparently. So guys, just need 2 more and we can get some duels going. Try to get to LFR side and not threes. I need my anima points. Like LFR sire? I mean, so LFR sire, I don't think I did it once for I think it was gear, trying to get some gear for my hunter when I first was starting out. It wasn't too bad. Like I remember it felt like if we were messing up a cat, because you know I've done a heroic and mythic a couple times now, right? We've done sire a few times, so I'm like, okay, we're not killing the ads. Okay, we're not doing the stacks properly, the frontals. And I was like, okay, we're doing this and that, this and that, and this and that bad. Like, are we going to be able to do this? Because some of the end bosses on LFR was basically impossible because the LFR groups just don't know the mechanics and they just make things harder for themselves. Like, for example, Nazath. Oh my god, dude. Nazath apparently was the toughest LFR endgame boss. People just could not do it. People had 10 stacks of determination and they still couldn't kill the boss. And they were really trying. And it was just like, oh my god, it was a disaster. So like some of those bosses Blizzard really does need to lower down. Like they don't know, they really don't understand who are the people that do LFR. Like remove as many tough mechanics ever, or if you are gonna add some tough mechanics, make them automated in some way or another. You know what I mean? What's up, Dallas? What's up, Spencer? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Yeah, good luck with that LFR. I haven't heard the name in a hot second. What's up, Reese? How you doing, fam? Hope you're having a good one. Nixium, yeah, if you used to be able to see, like YouTube used to recommend me Nixium videos all the time, but now I don't ever see Nixium recommended, even though it recommends me a lot of WoW stuff, so like Asm and Bellular and regular, but it used to give me Nixium videos all the time, anything he does new. Now it's like, I actually have to look up his channel. I don't know what's going on, but he's been doing some things and doing some group collaboration stuff, and I'm like, why is YouTube not recommending me this? Because I mean, I don't know how you guys do it. I used to use subscription feed to watch all my YouTube videos, and then I was started just letting the recommended throw stuff at me because it will generally throw anything that I'm interested in. This doesn't stop recommend Nixim anymore for some reason. Mustache Adam level 9000. What's up? It said, hey, to my man. How the mechanical far players can run it out of a giant circle? Run it out of a giant circle. Like the transition phase? Oh. Oh. Yeah, like that kind of thing. They were basically going to be like, oh, that's just automated or whatever. Or maybe like, I don't know. Like that would be a mechanic where it's like, oh, somebody can definitely easily mess it up if they have no idea what they're doing. Like if they're just AFK. So, yeah, I think Sire was pretty easy at Lafar though. Like after you get to phase 2, it's really, really easy. Out of phase 1. Looking for 2 people, hold for duels? Yeah, boys, we just need 2 more for Team Chrysler. And it'll be good to go unless there's another team available. If there's another team, then they should definitely merge it. But that was should be pretty good, man. Alright, chatting with some of the guildies. I think we're gonna play more Divinity tonight. I'm still trying to figure that one out if we are or not. Galaran LFR back in MOP was fun, good times. Galaran. Miss Pandaria Galaran. Who the hell is Galaran again? Galaran. Wait, isn't Galaran like the... This guy? Wait, where is he? No, Warband. Wait, is it Warband? Galleon. Is it Galleon? Hold on. Garalon. Who the hell is Galaron? Is it Mogushan Volts? Or is it this guy? Garalon! Oh, this big thing. Yeah. Oh my goodness, LFR? I can't even imagine, dude. I honestly can't even imagine, man. I can't even imagine. Damn, dude. Was that one of the first few unique models that Blizzard started adding into World of Warcraft? Because I don't remember anything. Actually, no. No, this guy is unique. There must have been something else prior to him, right? Didn't Classic, like, Runes of Anchorage have that model? Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. So it's not a unique model. It's just a modified this thing. Never mind. I was thinking to myself, like, is that a new model? Is that the original? I was like, well, no. They must have reused something from prior expansions to make that thing. That's what it was, man. And Temple? Oh, yeah. Oh, no. They definitely had this done already. Look at this bad boy. I don't like how it's an eyeball and how you can see the back of that. That looks a little weird. All right, how are we with groups, by the way? Chrysler, 3 out of 5. Jesus, already. As soon as Chrysler has 3 groups, boys, or 2 more people for a 5-man group, that will be good to go, boys. Garalon, yeah, that guy. It took me a second. What is your first favorite expansion? Based on PvP solely. Which expansion did I enjoy PvP the most of? Mr. Pandaria, easily. Mob probably had some of the best PvP, and I feel like a lot of us took it for granted. Every spec, every class was viable and playable in arenas. You could literally play anything. It was that good. Like, if you just put your time into grinding out the honor and the conquest, you could literally play whatever you wanted to. You can make a comp with literally anything. Anything was, like, classes were pretty close in terms of duels with one another. So, of course, like, you know, some were stronger than others. But there was just so much more that a single class can do to impact their situation in arena, in a BG, in a 1v1 situation. There were just so many toolkits that we had at the time. Like, rogues had consistent healing, and you also could go for a talent build that was made you even tankier, especially against melee attacks. For example, like, not the earlier rogue, but like the latter rogue towards the very, very end. But after the Dagger in the Dark was a thing. Because Dagger in the Dark allowed, like, ambushes and cheap shots for sub-rogues to teleport. Remember that? That was a little weird. It was like, wait, what? Just ambushing and teleporting? A little strong. A little too much, but still a little pretty good either way. But when I eat Warlock has a 13 Plague Fall, yo, might as well get it done, right? That must have been that you had some really, really good key sessions. I think I should try to get it to 15. At 180, you're not really going to be able to get much, but if like the rest of your group is like top, you can get it to climb to a 15 probably. It was weird. Yeah, it was really busted. People were like, wait, this is like Killing Spree, but better. Because Killing Spree did quite a bit of damage at the time. And this was ambushes. And then were actually quite big hitters. And it was like, wait, you can just ambush, and just chase after people. It was either during MOP or during WOD that was the thing. I don't remember. Wait, was it a WOD? Actually, there might have been a WOD thing. Never mind. That might have been a WOD thing. Because I was trying to remember, like, I was pretty sure it was MOP. Pretty sure. But that might have been a WOD thing. Frostbomb? Frostbomb was the thing. Yeah. Rogue had 0 healing him up. No, we had Recuperate. So you could actually pop a Recuperate as early as possible with calm points and start a self-healing process. But you also had abilities like Redirect with Rogues. So you actually had to, you couldn't like just swap calm points onto whoever. You had to be careful who you generate calm points on and max out the value for them. So it was like the old school Rogue, not the new one right now, where calm points on you, there were calm points on the target. So if you wanted to like target swap, you had to save a redirect for it, which combat at the time actually had the cooldown reduction for it, where other specs did not. So you could actually swap calm points easier and fast. You could make real big swaps, just swap it to a full kidney. Other rogues had to commit a whole mark for death for it, but for you it was a different story, which I kind of like, not gonna lie. Yeah, Frostbomb, Deep Freeze. Yeah, Deep Freeze in general for mages, dude. Mages had a stun, like all 3 specs. You could play Arcane, Fire, Frost. All of them were really good. Rogues didn't heal until combat changed to Outlaw. No. You had to recuperate for like a longest time. If anybody remembers it, it's kind of like a Slice and Ice, but instead of like giving you a auto attack speed increase, it just gave you healing like 3% every 3 seconds or something like that. And common points would determine how long that recuperate would last. Plus the massive array of defenses with Cloak, Evasion, Vanish, and Pre-Med, or Preparation, I think it was. Is it Premeditation? I think Premeditation is the double common points from Stealth and Sub. I think Prep is the one that you refresh all your CDs. Yeah. But also Rogues had a choice between that Sprint ability, Burst of Speed, the old one, and Shadow Step. So all 3 Rogues had Shadow Step, which was really strong, honestly. And I think that's where they added Dagger in the Dark, so you could cheap shot go road and ambush, and you would teleport to your target. But it was really from stealth if you didn't need more mobility after or something like that. Gouge was there, yeah. Gouge was there, yeah. I remember Gouge being kind of useful, but not like, I don't think anybody could really re-stealth off of Gouge. It wasn't like the classic WoW Gouge where Rogues could actually even catch a reset from Gouge, but it's still pretty good. I remember it was being kind of good. But I also remember you wouldn't really use it, especially if you play with a mage, because then you didn't want to DR the polys. Unless you're going to be using on a target like the Chew are on. The Chew are never going to re-poly. Playing Hunter now? No. Just on EU. We have a spectator character called Val Spectator, so we can spectate duels. We're still looking for more people for Team Chrysler, by the way, boys. We are on 9-1 PTR. We need 2 more people to get Chrysler 5 man, so we can have some 5-5 1v1 duels over on the PTR. I was about to say EU, NA, not really. PTR. Feels so dominant with a handful of class specs. I feel like there's quite a lot of specs that can play well in this expansion. There's a lot more damage that goes out, and I feel like it's better than BFA, because in BFA you really were like, you were just hard stuck. Like Warrior, Arms, Rogue, Sub. There were some opportunities for you to play something else, but like it didn't really pan out as well. In this expansion, I feel like with an interesting set of legendaries and thinking outside the box, you could make something work. Are there metas? Of course there are, but is there opportunity for players to play other things and make something work? Yes, and I feel like in 9-1 there's going to be even more opportunity for it, especially with the on-town refresh the Blizzard's doing, as long as it's good stuff. Ring Peace back him up, boy, OPAF. Ring of Peace back him up. I think it's more or less what it's same as now, but right now I think it's more. Right now I think it's immediate. Like as soon as someone's in combat, they get booped out. I think back him up, it was like you had to hit the monk to then get booped out. Did you go further? It's been so long. I don't really remember Ring of Peace back him up that well. I know that they had it, but I don't really remember it being like super, like anything. I remember Rogue's tricks was insane and worked so well with so many other classes like DP for Shadow Priest. It would just dumpster people. It was 50% of your health over 8 seconds. It wasn't a heal that mattered unless you vanish off and hit. Well, no, it still did matter because you could set up the heal ahead of time kind of deal, right? So a Rogue would pre-roll recoup, and you would rotate your defensive CDs to dampen the damage you take. Especially abilities like Combat Readiness. That one's really good. basically put you in a state where melees give you stacks of combat readiness, and at 5 stacks you do 50% damage. You have 50% damage reduction from all sources. So you just got to get meleeed 5 times, and then you take 50% less damage. It was like, wow, dude, it was huge. But it was a heal that a lot of people miss. Like Crimson Violet, I feel like is a little bit better of like a direct must have, like, oh, I'm dying, pop a heal. But Recuperate was something you could preset. It was like a lot of planning. And Rogue back then was, again, all about planning because, again, right now comp points are new. Back then you had to put comp points on the target. And you switch targets, all those comp points from that target, lost, gone. You're starting a whole new set of comp points. But you had to do a lot more planning. So pre-planning a Recuperate ahead of time into a long fight and maintain Recuperate throughout the fight while rotating defensives and utilizing CC to control the enemy's damage was not a bad strat. A Disarmed and Silenced, and then the ring followed you. Was it the Disarm and Silence and the ring followed? No way. No. Wait, hold on. Wow, Ring of Peace. There's no way. Ring of Peace Disarmed and Silenced. What? Wait, hold on. Changelog. Yo, hold on. Wait. So this is like as early. Forms a sanctuary around you, causing all enemies to be unable to attack and cast harmful spells within it. You're right. Disarmed. Oh my god, that's so weird. Oh my god. Become silenced for 2 seconds. Okay, then they made it so that you have to use an ability inside of it to become silenced. When did they start booping people out of there? Bring your boopity bop. Incapacitated every time they attack or cast a harmful spell. Oh my god. When did it start booping? Knocked out of the ring. 7-1, so like Legion, right? Yeah, like Legion's when it started booping. That is so weird. I forgot that they did that. Wow, that is so weird. That is so weird. I literally forgot. Can we kill 3 or 5? I'd rather have me at a exclusive 5, 5, and 1, man. I'd rather have 5 men in there. Boys, we're still in more groups for Horde, PTR, Kryza as a group. If you guys want to find them in custom PvP, just tap number 5 and you'll find them there. Or just look it up in search. That's crazy. Ring used to Disarm and Silence. That, you know, it's been so long. I literally forgot that was this mechanic. I feel like the booping part with VAR that knocks you out of the area is a lot more like impactful than a Disarm and Silence. But a Disarm and Silence, man, that's weird. I think also we ran the chain on our weapons, the enchant with the chain, so the disarm effects didn't last as long. So like an 8-second disarm turned to like a 3-second disarm or something like that. So maybe that's why disarm didn't feel as bad. That's weird though. It's been so long since I've seen it. Let's follow them with the ring. Did ring follow you? That's nuts. I forgot about it. Had to sacrifice to a goat to use it as well. In Duels it was okay. Sure, but arena rogues couldn't depend off it. They would use a teammate use it. They cost their teammate to be tunneled. What, recoup or combat readiness? I don't know. Combat readiness. It was a nice way to prevent some of the damage from stacking on you. That's more what it was. It wasn't really to stack up the damage buff. It was more to prevent enemies hitting you, I guess. Especially if they're melee. Because then they would just get punished, because then they would let a rogue stack up his buff. Still, it was a decent defensive either way. Like, that during that time you're not gonna hit and you have recoup rolling. I don't know, there's still a lot of people that miss recoup. What's up, Say? Like, how you doing, fam? Yo, boys, we need 2 more for Team Kryza, and then we're good to go. We can get some 5-1s. I wonder what would happen if you set up a second alliance group. Because if Jesus is alliance, then maybe there's more alliance boys online than horde boys. Where's the boy Atha, dude? Because I know Atha got a horde. I'd feel a little weird throwing a 3-man versus a 5-man though in a duel. It's like if at least they had 4. I think 4 versus 5 is at least a little closer than 3 versus 5. You know what I mean? Yeah, if Kryza just had a 1 extra, if you at least had a 4-man, I'd be okay with a 4-man. Because then they're just missing 1. But a 3 versus 5, I feel like 3 will have a hard time dealing with 5. That's a lot of CDs. That's a lot of pressure on them. But like a 4... Because there's been moments where, like, let's say somebody DCs and then 4 people were able to beat 5. And it was a pretty equal, fair match. Or as close to a match, as fair of a match as it could be. Right? But yeah. If we got a 4 Kryza, then we'll be good to go, man. We just did a +1, dudes. If you guys want to join them, again, it'll be in the PTR. You go to Player vs. Player Premium Group, Custom PvP, find a group. And it should be right there. Don't even have to type number 5, enter. Nothing like that. Add Boom on PTR. Boom, are you Horde? You should join Chrysler. Unless you have a group yourself, my guy. Our group had been so much stronger than it actually was. All I'm saying. I mean, maybe you're right. I just remember so many rogues telling me, man, I miss recuperate. I was like, cool. Cool. I used to miss it too. Nowadays it just Crimson Vial. I don't know, it's just different, right? It's just different. Because Jesus on Alliance, I could swap and make a 4v4. Okay, that could work out. Hold on. I guess I'll add you, right? Boom. 1, 3, 3, 4, 6. Here we go. Yeah, if you want to try to make an Alliance extra group, that'll also work out. Oh, Atha's Alliance. No wonder Atha woman. Chrissy's probably on that Alliance group. Kiss God X probably on that Alliance group too. Yandex. No wonder. Okay. Okay. All you guys are Alliance. Good day, Dalaran. What's up, Ernest Jr.? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my guy. Yeah, I added you. Hopefully it worked, man. We should add a key for PTR. PTR is publicly available, boys. PTR is publicly available. You can actually just get PTR right now. I have a, if you go to Discord, the link to Discord down below, by the way, of every stream. Go to Discord and you go to the channel, general channel, in the pins of the general channel, in the pins. There's a, actually, I guess I could link the video, right? I guess I could link it here. If you guys want to download PTR or how to get PTR on account, that's what you gotta do. It's a public test realm. It's not a private test realm. That's what PTR stands for. Okay, we got Booming here, so I guess he's gonna have to do it. Yeah, PTR, you want to join? You guys are more than welcome to, man. I'll take the Sippy Cup over Recuperate. I'm in a Rogue from 2005 to 2011. Hey, man, you know, everybody's different, I guess, yeah. I probably agree with you too, Aldison. I like the Sippy Cup over Recoup, but some people like it. It was pretty cool back then too, you know. I mean, I'm willing to acknowledge that, yes, Recuperate had value, had usages, stuff like that. Gonna go Horde, make it a 4v4 if you want to do that. It's up to you, fam. Hey, man, it's up to you. If you want to start a new group for Alliance, or if you want to just make it a 4v4 versus Jesus, that could work out too. Like, it's really up to you, my dude. How do you want to do it? What's up, Chicago? How you doing, fam? Are you joining us for the duels? Chrysler needs more Horde boys, and then we need 2 more Horde boys to make it a 5v5. Is PRTR pay to play? No, it's free. PTR is a public test realm, available free to everybody. You just have to have an active subscription to World of Warcraft right now, and then you can copy your character over to PTR with all the PTR 9.1 changes. It won't have your add-ons, so if you're like add-on heavy person, you'll need to download your add-ons and, you know, get your UI set up on PTR all over. But no, PTR is free. Everybody has access to it. It is public test realm. You just have to enable it for your account. It doesn't cost a penny. You just have to tell Blizzard, yes, I'm interested in testing future content for 9.1, and then they enable PTR for you. That's all it is. Which is why I think most people don't have PTR, is because they used to give PTR on everyone's account, but then some people don't care to test the new content in the patch, and other people do care. You know what I mean? Ready? I know you're ready, Jesus. We just need to do another group, my guy. Either Chrysler or Boom or whoever, man. Don't forget about us. I know. Just waiting on to get enough boys to join his group. Yeah, Jesus, you're definitely one of the dudes that's going to be playing ASAP, my guy. Let's put him up here, actually, because his group is ready. Then we gotta wait for Chrysler or Boom. Either one of those two. I would kill for a mustache like that. Please don't kill anybody for a mustache like that. Because I can totally imagine somebody who's like sees a man walking around with a handsome mustache. Makes you think of like that one story where a dude took bath salts and ate some dude's face. Imagine just like it's like when you skin a leopard for their skin. Oh, Cry's got 5 of those go, dude. When you like hunt a skin a leopard for the skin, but you just skin a man for a handsome mustache. Now that's a pretty bad image. Hopefully none of you were eating food as I said that out loud. I probably shouldn't have said anything, huh? That's pretty weird. What's Dow's thoughts? Probably nothing good. Yeah, just don't worry about it. Forget about the Dow said anything. We actually got a queue, boys, for them 5V5 1v1s on the PTR. Let's go, dude. Let's have some fun, boys. Let's try some new talents. Let's try some new updates. If you guys got any new updates for your class, Hey, you guys are welcome to try them or not welcome to try them. It's really up to you. You're more than welcome to do it however you wanna. But we got some new stuff like new honor towns this patch on PTR. I want to see some of them. We got 2 Death Knights. Let's go, dude. Let's got 2 Death Knights. Let's go, dude. So Twitch, what do we got? We got ourselves team 1 with Athel Woman. If Athelman went for a female human, it wouldn't look that bad, dude. That's not a bad looking Athel Woman right there. You know what I mean? That Mog looks really good. We got ourselves Green Beans as a Necrolord Arcane Mage with Chrissy as a Feral this time yet again. Chris God as yet another Pala. And we got ourselves Yandex X. Yo, them gloves though, dude. He got them new gloves. Interesting. Them boots too. A Janai. And he's going to try out, so I guess, some of the Frost DK new honor towns. We got us this Blood Gorge on the other team. As on a Holy. We got us a Donut Gaming 4. 4 is bad. Is that Fortune? Is a Shadow Priest or something? And we got us a Locopium. Loc OP Copium. We are missing the 5th on team 2. But we'll play it out either way, boys. We'll play it out either way. Let me get the Duels playlist up and running before Kissy gets himself an opener on him. Because Chrissy is just gonna go. Are you a Necrolord as a Feral? Instantly trinket, and Chrissy might need to check a keybind or something, because that instant trinket most likely wasn't hoping that would happen in one of these keybinds, one of these macros, probably utilizing use 13, use 14. In the macro, gonna be Infernal dropping down by Lock OP, trying to get a started to Kissy. This is gonna be able to bust out of there with some movement speed, playing that Kyrian Feral this time on the PTR. Most likely a copy character while they were still Kyrian. Just have some fun with some of the bite builds. Lock OP able to get a couple of come flags around the corner. That Infernal chasing after that cat. And Chrissy is not in a great position, does not have a trinket. As I think a macro might have used their trinket a little bit early during their burst. Probably has like an on-use trinket together with their Kyrian setup. And most likely has a trinket in that use 13, use 14 slot. So he's most likely using the macro to use the slot for the trinket rather than the trinket itself. So definitely we'll have to take a look at that next time he gets a chance. But Loco P, otherwise known as Chrysler, hitting him without Mortical, denying the Feral. An opener is going to be a Fear to follow right after. Immolate is available. Chaos Bolt coming up. Is he going to be using any of the new Onatons? Bonzafell used together with going to be big damage. Dust wall, and still the damage goes through that wall. That is a ton of damage together with a Chaos Bolt as well as a Bonzafell, which binds an enemy in place, and if you run out of that bonded area, you will take fire damage. Actually, everybody in the area will take fire damage. Going to be Shadow Fury onto Kissy as they're trying to get back in the camp from finally trying to get back into some damage opportunities onto against Loco P. Eating the Chaos Bolt on the side, continue to heal himself in that Restoration Affinity. And Loco P set himself up in a good position to be able to pour it out of the way. Does get interrupted on nature, trying to get a Bonzafell on the cat. Is going to be able to do so. Needs to walk the cat out of here. Is going to be Trinket. More to call. Chrissy is forced out of the Bonzafell to take free damage. Super low in health themselves, trying to go for regrows. There goes the Swiftmen, trying to maintain themselves. Loco P has a Cataclysm. I think he never finished out that Cataclysm. I thought he did. Try to see if he can get some dots on it. Chrissy does get that Immolate with Drain Life to follow. So far, this Feral is under quite a bit of pressure. And Loco P, even though Warlocks haven't really got any new honor talents or legendaries yet, they are able to get themselves quite a bit of pressure with the honor talents they got last week. I really want to see some Affliction gameplay out of Loco P. Maybe even Demonology, dude, because we never really see the pets. As Bonza fell. Oh, force the damage. Chrissy's forced to run, but if they run, they're going to take damage either way. Literally no answer. I guess the Warlock tries to go for a trinket. It is a late trinket, and Loco P has a conflag to slam him down. Yandex X going to be up next. Frost DK. I wonder what honor talents he's running on his Frost Death Knight. If he is running any new ones, is going to summon up the pet. Try to see if he can get a grip onto Loco P. Is going to bail out of there with the port. Trying to go for Chain of Ice onto the pet. Does he have the Chain of Ice that's that also puts a haste debuff? He might. Actually, I am interested. Is he running the haste Chain of Ice debuff? Can somebody, yeah, Atherman, can you check his honor talent, see if he's running anything new? Just like whisper me in Discord if he's running anything new. It's going to be AMS for the Infernal that's coming down. Yandex got himself plenty of damage rolling onto Loco Copium. It's going to drop down the anti-magic zone to keep him a little bit more defensive. It's going to be walked out of there with a Mortal Coil. And it's going to have to go for a bit of extra shield. The Slime Shield does go through. Silence onto Loco P. The Death Knight, silence goes through. Caswell tried to fly out. That's going to hit Yandex. The silence is a minute CD on an Honor Talent. And I think it doesn't even take a runing power or anything, which could be really, really good fear. Onto Yandex, does he have a Lichborn for it? Could go for Lichborn, is going to go for Lichborn. Going to be the Bonza fell, dropping his health down a bit, but this man is stalwart, continuing to move versus Loco P. If he can get a good chain of ice on a guy, I don't know if he's running the Honor Talent debuff, the haze debuff, because there's one Honor Talent where you put a chain of ice on an enemy, it also reduces the haze by like 12%. And you could Frost Strike to continue extending the chain of ice and the haze debuff. Big Caswell getting set up for Yandex. Does he have an answer after this Cataclysm following that? That's going to be him still staying alive though. AMS up, has a chain of ice into Loco P Copium. If you can keep him perma slowed as well as a haze debuff, it could be huge. Loco P does get away from him for a second, as Yandex channels a full Fleshcraft. Just went through every single one of his defenses to deal with his damage. That's going to be Vanza fell. Tried to explode into the Necrolord shield, but looks like he did a bit of damage, but not the most. Loco P does sacrifice a portion of his health to give himself a shield. Going to be a full stun with the Froststone's Fury. Stun onto Locopium after that stun. Silence to follow. Loco P actually silenced for a good 6 seconds, I believe. And that's going to be extra grips coming in for Yandex. Accidentally gripping in the monk, but not much you can really do. The hand chooses who the hand chooses. You know what I mean? Loco P getting some drain lights behind the pillar, though. I am still wondering what Honor he is running. Seriously, Atho, my man. Seriously, what is that shield you got going on? I think it's your Kevin Slime, right? Yeah. Every time he got the Soul Bind where every time he uses the extra grippy hand, he summons the slime that's going to do damage and provide a shield to allies from time to time, which could be kind of okay, because that slime should do quite a bit of damage. As last time we looked at it, I think I forgot who was running, but it was one of the Warlocks that was running it. It was regularly giving him the buff. Or regular doing quite a bit of damage. Stun onto Loco P. Could maybe go for the Succubus Seduction, potentially. Does he also have the stun with Remorseless Winter? I don't know if he does, but it's going to be a fear onto Yandex. Big damage for Loco P Copium. Has that grip available. Is going to Lichborn out of the fear at the last second. That's going to be a bit of extra dot damage. Yandex does AMS, and the silence comes down onto Loco P. Actually able to kind of deal with him fairly easily. Interrupt him on Shadow. That's going to be full Cataclysm though. Into Anti-Magic Shell. Yandex still has plenty of damage rolling here. Fear trying to come out for Loco P. It's going to walk Yandex out of what looks like Bonza fell, breaking him out of the fear. Loco P is actually kind of low on health. Looks like the Death Knight has been able to just outlast a caster for quite a bit. Looks like turning around and starting to hit the Succubus while letting the drive go through. Stun into Loco P. Has a trigger for it. Mortal Coil. Maybe could get a setup. Does he have a port? I think he has a port set up. He wants to bait out Yandex. There goes the full Infernal coming down. Fleshcraft available. Reflect up for Loco P. Copium has the port available if he needs to. If Yandex can some catch up to him, he'll be in a great spot. Chain of Ice getting broken by the port. Loco P making some distance ASAP. Yandex, if he has a grip or anything, he'll be in a great spot. Bonza fell coming out. Yandex just going to keep walking at him. He doesn't care for the Bonza fell. He actually doesn't care. Wall available for Loco P. Dropping down. Has himself the movement with the soul shape. Grip comes out. Big grip coming out for Yandex after. If he can only just get in line inside of Loco P Copium, he can grip him back down. Looks like he won't be able to. Loco P continuing to run. Yandex just needs a few more globals to end this duel. Just a few more globals necessary to end the duel. Chain of Ice into Loco P doesn't drop him a Shadow. No ports available for a second. There goes the port. If only he had a silence for him as well. Chain of Ice rolling. Mortal Coil. Yandex gonna hit it with a fear. No way out of it for now. He just needs one more grip. Just one more grip in order to catch up to Loco P. Just one more. Chain of Ice is rolling. Kevin Slime is shooting. Loco P actually able to catch up a little bit of health. Does get a Succubus Seduction through AMS. Wait, how is he getting it through AMS? How is he getting stunned through AMS? I don't understand. It's going to be a silence out of Loco P dropping down, trying to get away from the Death Knight. DK does not have cooldowns rolling back just yet. Big old port available for Loco P. Yandex chasing after him ASAP. This man is actually feeling so much tankier than ever before. I don't think I've seen Frost Death Knights sustain themselves. Oh, getting a stun through behind the pillar of Loco P Copium. I've never seen Yandex and Frost Death Knights be this tanky against a Gesture Warlock. Looks like a little bit of lag hitting Yandex. He is still okay though. He's still hanging in. Succubus CC rolling in. Lichborn available. Grip onto Loco P. Copium. Does send him a chain of ice immediately. Going to be Bonzafel trying to come out for Loco P with a soul rot as Bonzafel get interrupted. Cataclysm Bonzafel will be an easy go. Stun into Loco P. Copium. Fear to follow. Drake gets out of that stun. Big Casbolt rolling in. Yandex has a bit of a shield. Anti-magic zone with the Fleshcraft available. No way to interrupt Fleshcraft. Loco P does bail away with a port. Yandex just needs himself a few more globals. Loco P doesn't have a lot of health to work with. Battle Masters is down. It's going to use the soul shift to try to get away. Just needs to get some dots on him. Loco P is recovering health little by little. Needs to get some kind of dot on the guy or anything. Yandex is using whatever mobility he can, mounting up to try to see if he can catch up to the Warlock. He knows there's going to be a gateway out of it. Yandex getting hit with a Succubus Seduction. Casbo flying out with Shadow Fury right after him. Does Yandex have any answer for this? Bonzafel is going to stop him in place. Mortal Coil trying to run him out. Actually ignores it with AMS. AMS is the Bonzafel. Locopium is going to dip down. Actually goes for a port. And the Death Knight is not in a bad position. Try to see if he can chase up to Locopi. Grippy hand comes in. Locopi does go for a massive shield. Though silence onto Lock. That's going to be more grippy for Yandex. Just needs a little bit more damage. Locopi just didn't touch him at all. Yandex just needed one more global. That's all he needed. And he just couldn't do it for one reason or another. And now he decided that he's going to beat up the Succubus. I don't know if that's the best choice, but he decided to do that. Inferno slamming down as the Frost from Fury comes in. Stun for stun. Pets for pets. Locopi does get interrupted yet again. Yandex just has him on the ropes. He just needs to end it. He just needs to finish it. Bonzafel, Locopi is going to hit him with a Mortal Coil. Trinkets out of it. I think Yandex must be lagging even a little bit. There must be just a semblance of lag. Actually waited too long to run out of Bonzafel and it didn't explode. Second Casbolt lining up as Yandex does get himself another set of... What are these shields, by the way? What is this random AMS going on? He's just using AMS while he's stunned or something. Is that what's happening? Or maybe that's the... You know what it is? It's probably the new honor talent. Atherman sent me a picture of his new honor talents. Nothing new? No, Atho, no way. Atho, that silence is new. Atho, just send me a screenshot of his honor talents, my guy. I'll know exactly what it is. There's a lot of new stuff here. If you look at, or if Green Beans, if you can do that. Kiss God, anybody on that team. Talking about Feral? No. I was talking about like the DK. Yeah, no. I was talking about the Death Knight. Yeah, if you could just send me a screenshot of the new honor talents the DK is running just so I can see, because I think I know what this is. I think it's running the new thing with the damage reduction from magic abilities. Every time he gets hit by a spell, he has a chance to get a shield, which is why it looks like an AMS that can be CC through. Locopium kind of getting low. It's going to be a Lichborn for Yandex as he getting hit with fear. Locopium trying to go for a big old port. Yandex finds himself super low in health. That's going to be a bit of a shield with the death pack. Grip onto Locopium. Stuns him for a second. Does he have anything to follow? Loco P jumping down, has a port available for sure. Yeah, Spell Warden. Yeah, that's what it is, Spell Warden. That's the extra thing that looks like AMS Shield, because it literally has the same thing as AMS Shield. There we go. Spencer got actually full honor chance that I can see right here. Yeah, he's running all new stuff, which is actually pretty cool. Yandex does go down to Loco P Copium in the end, though. I feel like this man had the perfect opportunity to get the kill right there. I feel like he had the perfect build. I think there was some lag, though. I really do think there was quite a bit of lag, though, which is a bit unfortunate. I think there was actually a lot of lag. Ashton Hollow coming down for Atho to not let Loco P Copium hang out by the pillar. And actually, I think that's where you might want to chase after him. Although with all the slows from the Succubus, I don't think Atho is going to be able to do much here. Does have Judgments to remove some magic effects off of him, so that is going to help. Loco P just trying to be OP, man. Trying to be OP with a soul shape. Mortal Coil into Atho. Fear right after. Yeah, I feel like Yandex actually had himself the perfect lineup to duel a caster. The silence, he had the spell warding, which is the rune spell warding applied to a character, but 100% value. Big damage out of Atho, but it's going to be Succubus CC stopping him. No adaptation to break out of it. That's going to be Loco P porting away. Athoman tried to port to him. Door of Shadows, Loco P bails out of there with a gateway. He has himself the perfect setup. Atho continues to chase after him. And her freedom actually dips under as Loco P gets the shield. Like maybe Athoman ran out of cooldowns. Is that why? Loco P has the sun around the corner with the Cataclysm to follow. It's going to be Bonzafel as well. Atho can't actually walk out of it unless a Mortal Coil is available. Does Loco P walk him out of it? Fears him. It looks like Bonzafel dissipates before the Fear can walk him out of it. Big old Casbolt sent at Atho. Has a shield of vengeance for it. And does Locke have enough damage to finish it here? Looks like Bubble's still available for Atha. We are at 13, almost 14 minutes into this duel. 53% dampening, so not a lot of healing going to be available for either one. Mortal against Atha and Atha. If only you could somehow Judgment right before that thing hits you, then you might be able to dispel yourself from it. I believe. But Atha is playing that Dispel Judgment ability, which is quite good. I think it's going to be even better for group gameplay, but for solo gameplay, at least it gives the damage off of him. It's going to be a... Oh, I think he is adaptation. Wait, I think Athaman is adaptation. We just don't see it because that was a trinket to a CC, and it was like almost instant like it's adaptation. I think he is adaptation. It doesn't show up on the UI well. It shows up the guided medallion trinket, but Atha, I'm pretty sure it's adaptation because there's no way you could human racial out of that. Plus, you wouldn't have the same like Alliance crest animation over your head. Shadow Fury onto Athaman with the Bonza Fell to follow. Kind of keeps him in place. That's going to be a bubble to break out of Bonza Fell and break out of the damage that Bonza Fell would do. Luck OP got that mobility as the Night Fae. Hodge by Atha. Does he have the way to finish it? Wreck comes out. It's going to be Succubus CC. Stuns the Succubus CC, which is so good for him. But Luck does break out of a stun and goes for a gateway immediately. Atha just needs a few more globals to take him out. And Luck OP is going to bait out the Venthyr teleport. And most likely has a teleport back up if he needs to. Big old Chaos Bolt, Soul Rod available. Athaman takes lots of damage and barely any health left. It's going to be him going down as Loco Copium just does increased damage. Busts out that shield to give himself a little bit extra value. Might have to reset up a portal. But looks like Team Loco Copium, Team Kreiser, is doing just fine with just 4 people. They're doing A-okay. Who's up next? It's either going to be Green Beans or Kiss God. I think Green Beans looking at Kiss God, but he might just have to be the guy to go. Might just have to be the guy to go. That's really, really cool, by the way. The honor challenge for the Frost DK. So what is that one that looks like a helmet? Looks like a metal helmet. I think it's either the one where the Chain of Ice haze dropped, or is the one where Ramosa's Winter stun, but it no longer has like... No, I think it is the haze stuff. Deathborn available for Green Beans. As they try to go for it, it's going to be lockout by... The Succubus trying to go for another Deadborn setup. Rune of Power and everything available. Loco Copium is going to go for a reset. Green Beans, did he just chain of Ice a pet? We just chained that pet, by the way. Oh, the pet is chained from the Death Knight earlier. Is that what that is? That was some Chain of Ice from earlier. Going to be big damage onto Green Beans, though. And Barrage reflected back to him. Oh, no. Did Loco just reflect the right abilities and just bust down biggest damage? One cares about Bonza Fell reflect. Oh my god, that happened so quick. Even the mage, she forgot to ice block. Well, it looks of it. Crazy. Shield of Vengeance available for Kiss God as Loco Pete. Port's out of the way. Going to be a slow. Has the port back up and available. Kiss God being a paladin. Not super amount of mobility. Hand of Freedom was used. Dropped down Infernal on his head. Bubble getting used really early at 71% dampening. Trinket available for Loco Copium. Has the soul shape. Man, the mobility. Yo, Bonza Fell is really weaving really well into that Destro War playstyle, by the way. That thing is weaving really, really well. I think everybody's going to be using it. That seems really strong. Throws a Mortal Call into his face just to make sure that the Turn Evil does not get its full value. Fear onto Kiss God. Off of that burst, has an Immolate Soul Rod. Is going to get a burst off. Oh no, it looks like Bonza Fell did not proc, but Loco P just had him in a place, had him in a good position. This did a bit of burst there. Dude, that was a million damage. Dude, that Death Knight, by the way, that looked cool. I just feel like the guy lagged or something happened wrong there, but I feel like he had the perfect setup to win that duel. Kreiser is not an easy guy to duel against, right? Destro Warlock's looking pretty nutty, 9-1 in particular, but it looked like Frost DK was just living for so long. Like, we just need a Frost Death Knight who's used to the honor talents, who can maximize him. Maybe somebody who isn't, like, lagging. Because I think with Jesus, who is the Death Knight, Real ID Jesus, I think he was just lagging. But like, it was so close. I was actually, not gonna lie, I was like, oh man, I feel like that should have been his win. I was a little disappointed by the outcome. I was like, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm rooting for Kreiser every single time. That's my boy right there. But Death Knight actually could stand toe to toe. It was weird, but it was actually really, really cool. Alright, let's get another up and running, boys, yeah? Jesus Kreiser, let me know if you guys have groups. If you guys have the boys, what's up? Chicago, any groups? Jesus might need a few more boys in there. I don't really know if he does or doesn't. Bitter Chill is the ICC Shoulders, and the Shroud of Winter is the Crown of Eternal Winter. Oh, okay. The bitter chill is the haste debuff, correct? Seems like people have renown traits and others can't access them anymore. Oh, crazy. Yeah. For now, it's like unholy better than Frost for both AST specs and Renum. Really, 9-1? That's awesome. Can't still be better than Frost because unholy hasn't been better for us past 3 tiers. That is quite a bit to consider, yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 13. Okay, PTR SL. Alright, Jesus, let me know if you're ready. Kryze is ready. He got a 5-man in here. Boom. I don't know if he hasn't made a different group or whatnot. Let me know if you were ready. Need to see the Affy Kryzer. We need to see some Demonology Kryzer and Affy Kryzer. I feel like Duster Kryzer would that's looking really, really strong as is. But he can play whatever spec he wants to. Like I would love to see him play some Affy and some Demonology. I think Demonology with that what is it? All the demon buffs that they got, it looks really, really good. Don't see any searches. If you go to Play vs. Play Premium Group Custom View, find a group, it should be there. Kryzer has a group, 5 men ready to go, war mode on. I guess in case somebody bails. And I don't know if Alliance has a group. I would guess Jesus would be leader of that group. Unless Jesus decided to bow out for the evening. Chicago, check if Jesus is making another group. If he isn't, he might be able to start one and take the boys from Jesus' group. Yeah, Warlocks are looking really, really good. Seems Red Pallies are a monster so far. They're really not bad. I'm thinking in arenas like 2v2 and 3v3 that Dispel Judgment on a talent is going to be really annoying to play against. But in a 1v1 setting, I don't really know if it's super bad. So much fun to watch. True, true. And it's actually a really good idea that we get into test these stuff out in 9-1 for 5V5 1v1 duels. Just to make sure that we all get to test out new Honor talents. And I really like the Frost DK Honor talents. I think they're really, really cool. The haste one, I feel like it's going to be hard to quantify just from watching from like a third-person spectator camera. But I would imagine the haste and the constant slows that it offers would be great. Unless you're a classic and constantly remove slows. Then that'll be super annoying. And it looks like Warlocks are pretty good at removing slows. It looks like your teleport to your normal Warlock port. That removes a slow, maybe with a conduit. Maybe that's a baseline thing. It looks like Gateway removes a slow. And it looks like Soul Shape does remove slows, but it looks like quite a few abilities to remove slows, so you remove that haze debuff. If there aren't enough odds, I'll change the night elf real quick. Yeah, man, well, welcome to. Well, welcome to, boys. Made a group on Horde? Alright. I don't know if you'll be able to make get enough people on Horde. Actually, no, it looks like Chicago is getting some Hordes. Okay. Alright. Might need somebody to lead the Alliance group. I don't know what happened if the Alliance group is still together or if they fell apart. Or if Athaman is lead or whatnot. Atho, is that Alliance group? I don't know if Atho is in the chat. It seems that, I'm guessing Atho is popping in from time to time in the chat. Or maybe he has it in the background. But Atho, how's that Alliance group going? Did it fall apart? Did I 5 on Horde? Awesome, awesome. Just to get two 5-man groups. We'll be good to go, boys. We'll be good to go. Yeah, so take a look at the dudes on talents. Green Beans is the one that whispered me. We got the Spell Warding, the Silence, and then this one. Which is... I feel like I need to bring up the Wowhead article for this. Bitter Chill. Yeah, it is the Chain of Ice one. It is a Chain of Ice thing. Yeah, it's a shoulder mog. Chain of Ice reduces the target's haste by 12%. 30% chance struck by magic effect. Yeah, I feel like which one is it? This is so much better than this Cadaverous Parlor thing. Pallor. That doesn't seem that good. 12% haze, that is quite a bit of reduction. Ready? Alrighty, we'll get Kryzer and Jesus next. Look at these bad boys in here again. We're 4 out of 5 at the moment? Okay, cool, cool. Well, Jesus says he's ready, so I guess we're gonna queue you guys up. 5 out of 5. Alright, we gotta get Chicago in next. I think we got a queue. Did it not work? I think we might have to go again. This is Juvente PTR. What's up, dude? You gonna try it out? Are you gonna try it with the new Legum? One has a problem. We could queue Chicago and Chrysler. Then, if that's the case, Jesus. But you could queue these two real quick while you guys figure out the problem. Unless it's like something that could be solved in like 2 seconds. I'll give you guys like 30 seconds. If it doesn't get solved, then I'll get Chicago and Chrysler. How does that sound? Do 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 do. Boom boom boom. Do 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 do. Because I really want to see the unholy DK on the towns. But that process that dude, that looked tanky as hell, by the way. Those shields, I actually wonder if somebody had details rolling for that duel. Because I wonder if the details could capture like the shield absorb that he got. Because he actually absorbs like, I think a portion of the damage. Let me read it again. So with his shields, with spell warding, rune spell warding is about to 100% effect increased rate. So spell warding, you have to look at the rune and spell warding. And I believe spell warding denies like 6% of the damage you take as magic damage. And there's a chance when you get hit by a spell to have a shield for 10% of the damage it did or something, or 10% of your health. And I look at he got that proc a couple of times. It looks just like AMS, so it has like that blue AMS thing to it. It's really cool. Alrighty, we gotta get Jesus on standby for now. We gotta go Chicago and Chrysler. We gotta get these two rolling. And as soon as Jesus is good to go after this duel, we can throw Jesus maybe against Chicago or something. How does that sound, boys? Just to continue and keep these duels rolling for the day, boys. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean, dude? Just one free place for Alliance. Okay, perfect. Alrighty, boys. Switch. We got ourselves Team 1 together with Team Chicago with Broton on that team as a Feral Jet. We got ourselves Dranosh as well as Maybelly. Hey, that's Belly as a Ventier. Okay, we got Irnamir? Amir? Amir? I guess we'll call it Amir. And Chicago's a Goblin. Out of all the things you decided to do, Goblin? Oh my goodness. You goober. Also, their dances, by the way, they look pretty good on new models. Huh. Alright. Is that technically twerking? I don't think I could show you twerking on YouTube. Chicago, though. Team Chicago versus Blood Gorge X Donut Game. We got us as Forwards Bad. We got Christina as a more of the feral. Is that back to Necrolord? Yo, that Pike looks awesome. Look at that Pike, dude. Yo, that looks so good. Oh, I look sick. We got us a copy and playing as Demonology. Broton up first was a Blood Gorge as an Unholy. Yo, Chrysler, can you send me a screenshot of his honor town so I see if he's running anything new for this duel? It's going to be Empowering his pet, getting the Army of the Dead rolling, and it's going to be Thorns up for Broton. Didn't really last too long. Wall available for Broton as a stun comes out, but Blood Gorge has the grippy hand available. Lots of damage for him. Big stun to Broton. Wait, Broton is actually down for the count. What? Legendary's Blood Gorge rolling. Yo, Chrysler, I need a screenshot to see what he's running. Amir's going to be up next. So Urnamir is up next as a mage, playing out that Arcane Gorge, getting hit with a Nova. Is going to have those shields. I think he's getting the spell warding shields. That should imagine getting interrupted. Urnamir isn't going to be able to do big damage just yet. A lot of the damage is actually going to shut down while Arcane Power is rolling. Is going to have to go for a little bit of a slow kiting gameplay. Is he playing the new legendary or the shield legendary maybe? Invis is available, which is going to give him like 60% DR for 4 seconds, but still taking quite a bit of damage from Blood Gorge, who keeps getting those free shields. Every time he has a chance, he gets hit by a spell, he has a chance to get a shield for percentage of his health. I believe that's how it works. Try to get an Arcane Interrupt onto Urnamir. There goes the stun. Urnamir might have to ice block it and maybe get some health increase. No, not healing while an ice block. Oh, that is not good. Might be going down just because of that. Blood Gorge hanging out by the corner, ready to go whenever. Has a grip, most likely, anytime. I really need to know what honor talents this man is running. See if there's anything new. I believe spell warding is one of the talents he's running for the possibilities dueling against Urnamir and Chicago, which is going to be helpful, as you can see. Temporal available for you in a mirror. Does go down either way. Does Blood Scourge play the Death Coil one? The Death Coil on a talent. Strike us out of the stun as Maybelly goes in for a full blood-thirsty Blade Storm. Blood Gorge having to pop out even more pets. It's going to be a full bomb rolling down. Is actually getting himself in quite a bad spot. Is going to have to go for a little bit extra healing. Battle Master Shaking getting used with Lichborn self heals. Belly might have to go for defense of his own as Army that joins the fight. That's going to be in range regeneration. Blood Gorge going for as much of Chain of Ice spam as he can. Is actually going to have himself a little bit of a shield increase. Oh, I guess AMS is going to help him out. No, he has AMS and the extra shielding. That Condemn is actually proccing out his shielding. Wait, he actually takes 6% less damage from Condemn, that means. Maybelly actually super low in health. It's going to be going down as Blood Gorgeous gorgeous with his Army of the Dead on that warrior. Yo, Crazy Christina, if you guys can just screen cap me and DM me the auto towns that Blood Gorge is running, that'd be wonderful, boys. It's going to be Chicago up next, rolling out what looks like with the normal build to run with Ghost. It was the Ghost to build. That is quite a lot of magic damage that Blood Gorge should potentially be able to deal with. Going for them Death Coils. I wonder if he's running the new Death Coil thing that procs multiple fester wounds on Chicago. And also wonder if Blood Gorge is playing the damage or healing the MS talent, the potential MS talent with his festering wounds. Because if you can maintain those MS or the MS from festering wounds, you can actually maintain like a 30% MS, which is pretty good, which is like a Mortal Strike effect. And those Death Coils could make it really easy for you to get it, because if you get a proc Death Coils, you can proc 2 of them, which also pops the slow in the enemy. I don't know if that's the only time that he's running though. Chicago though maintained himself for quite a bit. The self heal is pretty good. Phage Transfusion getting used on all those pets is getting some damage, but also going to get himself a little bit of a heal. Phage Transfusion is an interesting ability because you kind of want to use it on one enemy. It's kind of like a Meteor. The damage will split if he just doesn't hit only one target. Going to be a full stun on Chicago, as Blood Gorge is getting himself a little bit of extra healing. Those shields are so consistent. That blue AMS thing, that is the extra shield that he's getting from Spell Warding. And actually, do we see the full Autotown setup? Oh, we do. He is running Spell Warding, and he also is running the Necrotic Wounds. So he does have Fester Wounds applying Necrotic Wounds, which is kind of like Necrotic Strike, but different, which applies a Mortal Strike effect. Basically, every time he pops every one of those Festering Wounds, it applies 5% Necrotic Strike to the target for 12 seconds. So it's only lasts 12 seconds. You can extend the duration, but if you pop like 5 of them at once, that's like a 30% MS. Which is pretty easy to do whenever he's going for like the full burst with Apocalypse. Chicago tried to see if he could manage with some of this MS. Trying to go for Hex, so the Blood Gorge has the AMS for it. And yeah, he is Spell Warding, and he also is playing the A-Bomb as we saw earlier. But A-Bomb is a 2-minute cooldown instead of 1.5. So he will not be able to use it as regularly. But I think that MS is giving him a little bit extra pressure, especially with all the pets attack in Chicago. If he can stack up a bunch of that MS, that's reducing a lot of the healing Chicago can do. Having to go for a lot of healing, but even a 2% dampen, you can see that the healing is already started to get a little bit reduced. I'm guessing the MS is contributing to it, or at least the Necrotic Wounds on a town is contributing to it. That's so cool. Thanks for letting me know, my guy. Now I get to see what he's running. Also, is there a specific Lego he's running too? I do wonder what kind of legendary he's running, if there's anything new you guys are trying out. I wonder if the grippy hand with the Necrolord is going to be any good. Big old Chain of Ice and a grip on Chicago, who still maintain themselves quite a bit. Getting the Ghosts up and running, should be able to maintain. That's quite a lot of Maelstrom. Blood Gorge, though, I think he's setting up some of those Necrotic Wounds to put more pressure onto Chicago. If you can't do more damage to an enemy, you at least want to reduce some of the healing they can do to put even more pressure in different ways. But it's going to be Spell Warding, dude. That blue shield, about, I think it's like 10% of their health with the damage. So the Autotown says your Get Spell Warding applied to you at 100% increased effect. So just a basic effect. But to know exactly what Spell Warding does, you have to go in your spellbook for Runic Power. Or for your runes as a Death Knight to see what it does. Chicago has a full Army of the Dead joining the fight yet again. Does get to sneak away some Maelstrom healing off it. Big Thunder onto Blood Gorge, who's still in the game. Normally, an Unholy Death Knight is out of the game long time ago. Normally, he's long gone. But this Unholy DK is actually staying in. Dampening only rolling up to 11%. So maybe Dampening isn't super high, so he's able to hang in there for now. But I think that Mortal Strike is actually forcing him to get some cooldowns out of Chicago, play it a little bit more defensive. Chicago's out of mana for a bit. Might be able to get one more Killing Surge in a bit. And Blood Gorge is continuing to try to sustain the pressure on Chicago as best it can. Big ol' stone coming down. Got himself some more festers rolling up. Death Coil coming in. Gonna be a big old grip. I think Chicago trying to see if he can juke him out. Or maybe the grip actually gripped him back up. I think it might have been the grip. There's gonna be some Death Coils flying in. Chicago could be under a lot of pressure. He's gonna go for a Faye. Oh my goodness, the Faye mobility actually keeping him alive for now. Kevin Slime, no, Kevin. Oh, Kevin ran over to just spit at Chicago. He just last spitting at Chicago. Why is Kevin Slime so toxic, dude? Oh no. Bloodgur's though still in there. Chicago was under a lot of pressure. Did just run away from the threat. That's all you gotta do. You got a threat, just run away from it. It's easy, just run away. Just run the other direction. I also wonder what kind of on-shot Chicago is running. There goes the Apocalypse for Blood Gorge. That's going to be pretty long, pretty big, a mass effect, Mortal Strike effect on Chicago. Not a lot of healing can be done. It's going to pre-wall some of this. You know, the mass effect only lasts 12 seconds. So as long as Blood Gorge is able to reset up another full set of festering wounds and popping them with Scourge Strikes, as soon as they fall off, he's then able to continue adding a lot of pressure to the enemy. And also in a sense, he can put up MS on everybody as long as they stay in Death and Decay, which I think is going to be kind of hard in Arena. Blood Gorge getting kind of low in health. AMS is going to use Spell Warding. Is to get a proc. Is going to go for that Lichborn to try to give himself some healing. Fatrus Fusion getting used by Chicago. Is going to get himself a small heal, but they are kind of low on health. The Blood Gorge sacrifice his pet. He did sacrifice him just for the heal. This man is ruthless. This Death is absolutely ruthless. Still chasing after Chicago. 8 minutes into this duel, 22% dampening. This man is still in the game. AMS is going to be going down very, very soon. IBF is available if he wants to use it. Anti-Magic Shell also is available for the DK if he wants to use it. Is going to get the A-Bomb in there. The A-Bomb is going to, I think, generate a lot of festering wounds, isn't he? Maybe he just does a lot of damage. I think he just puts a dot on everything. Chicago finds himself very, very low. Is going to get himself a little bit of a Maelstrom heal. Stunned by Blood Gorge. And that's going to be Sunder for Chicago as they could... Oh! They do have a juke. That was a Goblin Racial last time. I thought it was a grip by Blood Gorge. I think he was trying to see if he could juke him out. But the DK just didn't chase. And Chicago does go down. Blood Gorge, though, is Unholy back in 9-1. I think Unholy DK might be back in 9-1, boys. Gonna be Draenosh up next. Is having to go for a big defensive immediately. I think he's also Ventu. He is Ventu. We're just gonna force out the spell. Oh my god. Spell Warding Shield actually does go through. Draenosh trying to go for big damage. Blaze Stormer right now. But Blood Gorge, I think, has him on the ropes. Big old grip. Trying to see if he can end him. Death Calls flying. And I think this guy just ends up getting that kill at the end, dude. Oh my god. Unholy DK's back, boys. It looks like they're back. 1 million damage and quite a lot of healing. I wonder how much of that healing is like the spell warding. Yo, Chrysler, my man. Can you peep your details right now to see how much healing that guy did over that match? Just like take a details, scroll over to the healing done, and just send me a screenshot of how much healing that was from spell warding. I really want to see, dude. I really want to see. Jesus, no takes allowed, wasn't it? Yeah, no. That is a rule. I know it's a I know. You're thinking, man, that must have been a blood death net, right? That guy just wouldn't die. No, it wasn't. In fact, it was Unholy Death Knight. Kind of crazy. Oh my goodness, dude. Yo, that was awesome. I actually want to see how much healing he did. Wait, when does Unholy get? What does Unholy get in 9-1? A lot of stuff. I have a video out on it on the channel. All the class updates. You should peep the channel, my dude. Peep a video. Peep one of the newest videos. You should see it. Trust. PTR SL 14. Okay, hopefully I do have the other one recorded now. Alrighty. Do we go Chicago and Jesus this time? If you guys are ready, we can do Chicago and Jesus because they haven't dueled each other yet. Castle should lose 100% versus both DK specs. They are looking pretty good. He was Necro. Necrolord, yes. Yes, he was. Also, Necrotic Strike is gone out of the game, by the way. It looks like they're replacing it, but the new honor challenge seems pretty strong. You know what I mean? Oh, boys! Oh, look at that spell warding! Oh my god! Hey, Necrotic Wounds also heal you! I forgot! Yes, Necrotic Wounds actually give you a heal. Look at that, dude! Look at that healing! Like, he'd Death Strike quite a bit, for sure, right? He'd Death Strike quite a bit to maintain himself. But look at that spell warding heal! Oh! A free 100,000 healing. Every time he takes a damage from a magic ability, he has a chance to get a shield. Oh, spell wording is so strong. I forgot about necrotic wounds heal. Yeah, so necrotic wounds, you basically will stack up festering strikes on an enemy, and then you pop them with either apocalypse or scourge strike, and it will reduce the healing that the enemy gets by 30%, up to 30%, 5% per pustular that just spawn, pop up to a maximum of 30 for 12 seconds. And it also apparently has a healing effect. So the healing effect I'm still not really sure of. My boy Chrysler hit me up with some screenshots. So healing you received, 5% of all healing received, all healing for the amount absorbed, and healing you for the amount absorbed when the effect ends. So when necrotic wound fades, it gives you a heal. So the more the enemy is trying to get healed while the necrotic wounds are up, the more healing you can get. Wow, that is so good. That is actually so good. That's crazy. Group fell apart. 3 out of 5. Okay, Chrysler, we can throw it against Jesus, I guess. Sorry about it, Chicago. Sorry, group fell apart. We'll give you like a minute, Chicago. If you're able to get like 4 out of 5 in like a minute, then we'll throw it against Jesus. How does that sound? So we can get some variety. We'll look at Tutor Duels in retail soon. Rorzio, we're gonna be coming back to Duels. I think Friday is EU retail, and then Saturday is usually NA, but it's been a little tough getting NA boys in. So we'll be doing PTR. I mean, it's still retail, right? PTR is still retail in a sense. Necrotic was far superior to Necrotic Strike. I agree. This is a really good one. This seems strong. This seems like, I mean, they didn't increase their damage, but it feels like they have more pressure now. I think he was playing AMS, heal, Legendary 2, most of the intercaster I think you could possibly get. Was he really? I didn't realize that. That's crazy. 24-second AMS, he heals it for total absorbed necrotic wounds, heals, spell warding, and ES. That AMS healing didn't really seem that it was the strongest either. Like, it was there. Like, Magic Shell did heal. And I guess Death's Embrace is that heal too, right? So AMS absorbs, Death's Embrace heals you, but necrotic wounds did more healing than either one, right? So the Ruin spell warding, like those by themselves were really good. Are we in PTR or normal? We are on PTR right now. We're on PTR. So everybody can join EU and NA. Death's Embrace is AMS healing. Okay, so take a look at the screenshot. I'll bring it back up again. So Death's Embrace is a legendary. So that together with the Magic Shell is quite a bit of healing. But Death's Embrace healing is less than necrotic wounds. And Anti-Magic Shell is less than necrotic wounds, which I like personally. Like together, you probably would combine these two together, right? Anti-Magic Shell and Death's Embrace and started with legendary. But the fact that necrotic wounds can heal good by itself, I'm actually really happy with it. I guess it depends, like if the enemy is going to try to heal themselves while the wounds are up. So if you can get the biggest amount of healing with wounds. But I liked it. Like in a mock 5v5 duel, people sometimes going for a heal most of Chicago. This actually got quite a bit of value. I think it's really, really good. I guess this would get more value if it was a straight up caster. But we had a variety of melee and range in there too. So I feel like it gives you at least a bit of an idea. I'm surprised Deathstrike heals that much. But maybe he's running transfusion for it. Oh, he didn't actually, no. So it's just Deathstrike. I guess he takes a big hit, tries to Deathstrike while his shield is up. Gonna switch from Monk to Nally. Any searching? Yes. Yes, I think Jesus is looking for... No, Chicago's looking for Hordes, actually. No, I think it's Chicago that's looking for Hordes. Either way, that was really, really cool. That was really, really cool. In Arena when the healer's pumping big heals into it. Yes, I can imagine. When it was pretty decent, through it's going to be a beast. I agree with that one. And you technically can spread it in AoE. You're not going to be able to do it easily. But if you could somehow pop a bunch of those festering wounds, like when the Death and Decay, like enemies are stacking Death and Decay, and you're cleaving them down. If you can cleave them all down, that could be a group-wide MS. Right? Some classes have a lot easier, but like technically, it could be a thing. It's going to be pretty hard. I got bonked? Oh no, what do you mean I got bonked? PTR, yes, we're on PTR, boys. Dude, I actually like this a lot. Dude, Frost and Unholy are looking really, really cool right now. At least it gets casters, right? Yeah, if you pre-stack wounds into a D&D and massive healing and massive MS pressure, that would be really, really cool. I wonder how feasible that is. You know? They gotta... is there anything in the Unholy toolkit that lets you get festering wounds quicker? I'm trying to think if there's anything in the Unholy toolkit, like talents and such, that can give you festering wounds quicker. Of multiple enemies besides your festering strike. I was gonna say the swarm, but no, the swarm is just a separate debuff that makes you peasant more damage. Chicago at 5. Let's do Chicago and Jesus, like I said. Yeah, Chicago and Jesus, because those two have not faced each other. And we'll get Chrysler right afterwards. Let Team Chrysler just kick it back for a second. Just soak up those wins. We'll get Jesus in Chicago so we can get some variety. So Chrysler, hang tight, my guy. We'll get you in immediately. Play so many comps now. It has the silence and necrotic wounds. Yeah, it actually, it's just like a feral druid. Them getting a mess, I feel like opens up opportunity for them to play certain comps. Yes, I think this is gonna be really cool. I'm actually so excited, dude. I'm actually so excited. 5 out of 5 horde. Oh, it is. Let's go, dude. It's hard for a holy to play wins of multiple people. Yeah, so there's nothing in toolkit that helps you. So technically, you could do huge MS onto a whole enemy team. It's gonna be pretty hard, but you technically could, even though the feasibility and the ease. Oh, okay. 3 warriors. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. You know what? Normally we have a rule. Let me get the audio rolling. Switch. Normally we have a rule of only 3 of the same class in the same team, but I think I'll allow it this time. You know what? This guy's the Necrolord. I will allow it. We got ourselves Palm Tree 2 with Belly. We got ourselves Darn. We have ourselves Chicago on the Horde, as well as Bro Tom. By the way, Chicago, thank you so much for sending up this Horde group, by the way. I appreciate you swapping to Horde and trying to help us out in duels today. Versus team of Antho Woman, we have ourselves Chili Pilly with Kiss God. We got ourselves the Hunter XD. And Yandex coming back in as more of the Frost action. Are your boys going to be using the same monotons from before? So there are some monotons that I'm going to know for sure. Like that are new. But not all of them. Not all of them. For example, what am I trying to say here? Like, spell warding, I'm going to be able to see. Haze debuff for Frost, I'm not going to be able to know. I'm not really going to be able to see that one. It's going to be hard to tell what he's running, but I'm guessing he's running more or less the same thing. Yandex going for that IBF and Belly. Gonna hit with the Chain of Ice over the Root. So for Yandex, what is that Root? It has to be from IBF, right? Oh no, it must be a new auto talent. Actually, yo, Atho, can you send me a screenshot of like there's the row of auto talents that Yandex is running? Appreciate you, fam. Just so I can see it, because I have no idea what caused that root just now. Gonna be Yandex dropping down the big hand, backpedaling away from maybe Italy, as he's gonna go for a bit of a reflect with Bladestorm Fear onto Yandex. He's gonna bust out of it with a Legendborn, trying to make some damage happen. Stormbolt trinkets out of it, and Belly is actually under a ton of pressure. Mind you, go for a parry ASAP, trying to go for a disarm, man. Condemns, just chasing after Yandex. Parry is up to try to hopefully maintain the damage he's trying to output here. Yandex does have some damage back, but that parry is going to be stopping him for a moment. Has the Chain of Ice to work with this for now, though. And Yandex with that AMS is getting spell warding, I believe. No, AMS. That was actually... Oh, no, spell warding is there. No, spell warding is definitely there, because Belly does have condemns. It looks like Kevin Slime actually taking him out. Not Kevin Slime. Kevin Slime. Just running up to people, spitting in their faces like he's toxic. Yandex, super low on health, though, is going to have to go for a bit of a death pack. Draenosh trying to see if he can swing around the pillar down the middle. Bladestorm to prevent himself from being slowed. Yandex is in quite a bad spot right now. He does have some of his healing necrotic out for now. He's going to have a Fleshcraft shield for a bit. Draenosh is rooted. What is the thing that keeps rooting him? Is it Yandex maybe with a double Chain of Ice or something? Does he have a Chain of Ice root? I actually really want to know. That's why I'm wondering, like, what Onatons is running that gives him a root. Going to be a Stormbolt. Draenosh getting that. Oh, a Slime Shield proc for Yandex. Needs the spell warning to proc as well. Going to be AMS in case there's more condemns. That is all shadow damage. Looks like there may be double. Is spell warning and AMS both used right now? Really hard to tell. Yandex trying to see if he can kite Draenosh around. Has him kind of low. Yandex is getting pretty low on health himself as well. Yandex better be careful of his health. Gonna be a full rage regeneration. Charging in Palm Tree. Charged in a little bit early. That's gonna be Yandex going down. And Draenosh does get the kill. Palm Tree did leap in a little early. I don't think he pressed execute or anything. I think he thought Draenosh died. It didn't look like the Arms Warrior or the Arms Warrior Palm Tree used an ability. He looks even sharper. Blade is still on cooldown. Atha Woman up next. Mrs. Draenosh with no health at all, charging in with that hammer, just knocking him down. Super unfortunate. Atha Woman. Dude, if Athaman became Atha Woman, it'd be a pretty good looking Atha Woman. Not gonna lie. Like, that actually doesn't look that bad. Actually looks pretty good. Like the customization, it's just a nice touch. Nice touch. Looks like Palm Tree is going to be up next, playing that Necrolord versus Athaman, or Athawoman. Waiting to charge in, giving Athaman an opportunity to at least go for a bit of an auto duel. He's waiting for him. I love that haircut he's got going on. Literally Palm Tree. I love it, dude. Athaman just trying to get some Blade of Justice from a distance, get himself some Holy Power for free. Palm Tree knows he needs to charge in. Surprises Atha with a Stormbolt leap. Trying to go for big damage. There goes the banner. Should give him a lot of mastery, movement speed, quite a bit of rage. Athaman is going to have Shield of Vengeance popping back to Palm Tree. He's going to have to be very, very careful with his health. Trick gets out of that damage immediately. Wreck him down. It's going to be final verdicts rolling in. Palm Tree trying to make some damage happen. Banner does come down. Big damage to the Palm Tree though. Could be dead right here. Does go for a kinetic shot for a second. Gives him just a little bit extra health. Not a lot of health to really work with. That's going to be... Oh! Wait a second! What is this? He actually turned it around on Atho! What? I actually can't believe it! What did I just witness? This man just turned it around. Biggest executes of my life. Literally recovered full health just now. I don't even know how he did that. What? Oh my god. I don't understand what just happened. What did I just witness? Palm Tree just recovered so fast. Oh my god. How did you even get so much health back, by the way? I don't understand. It's going to be a Hunter XD. Try to see if you can take down Palm Tree. Better be careful with this guy. Reflect is up with a Blaze Storm. This man is completely immune to any CC. Barely any health available. I think Hunter has him down. But how? I can't play with 275 MS. The fair point. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. It looked like the damage kind of surprised the hell out of you. That's a fair point, Athom. That's a very fair point. I've never seen a warrior just kind of, I don't know, he probably surrounds second win. Oh, he probably is actually, you're right, I didn't even think about it. Bro, trying to get him with a fear. That's got to be a setup by the Hunter. Hunters did get some new honor towns, but nothing really for a, I guess nothing to write home about right now. You know what I mean? Like, they technically did get some new stuff, but they got that, the interrupts, as well as your tranquilizing shots reduce the duration of one of the buffs on an enemy. That one doesn't seem that good. So hopefully Hunters will get some cool new stuff in the future, but so far they just didn't get anything like that good, I don't think. Gonna be Broton popping a wall as Hunter, trying to avoid him as best he can. Broton is on that melee. Gonna be a full stun. Broton does poke out so he doesn't get feared while in cat form, but looks like he is gonna be going down. Trying to get himself reduced. Swiftman as he's barely any health available, and is gonna be going down though. Oh no. The Hunter, I was gonna say became the hunted, but not really. Chicago gonna be up next, eating the freezing trap in the opener. Has a big gorilla hands ready to go, dude. This is going King Kong or Hunter, dude. If only Hunter had a big old lizard as a pet. I mean, he does have like a skeletal raptor, but that doesn't count. Chicago got himself the wolves up with the earth elemental as well. Should be plenty of damage for him. No mortal strike effect unless Hunter's pets does apply mortal strike effect. Maybe he does. Gonna be trying to fetch his fusion, actually harpoon to it. Trying to see if he can interrupt him. Trying to see if he can send eagles at Chicago. That's gonna be big kill shots back to back. But looks like freezing trap is gonna come down. That freezing trap in a mess of pets with an earth elemental is actually so clean. Hunter tried to see if he can get himself a little bit of a heal. Gonna be Dora Shadows trying to go for more CC chain on Chicago. Interrupted it with the wind shear. The Hunter. Actually, the Hunter is his name, actually. The Hunter. I said the Hunter as like his class, but like, oh wait, that's his name. The Hunter. Trying to see if he can get himself a bit of a heal. Needs some sort of CC on Chicago. Being death for a second. Freezing trap. Does he himself a bit of a heal? He has himself manic bandages. Banding manages. It might be okay. Maybe a camo. Maybe a camo. Does dip in a camo. Unless Chicago can find him, it's gonna be kind of rough. Nope. Does not look around the corner. Is picking up the eyes. Trying to be proactive with it. Manic bandages. Mending bandages do help him out. Did I call him banding bandages? Oh my god, dude. Am I dyslexic? I swear, I feel like I'm dyslexic. I feel like the more I do these deals, the more dyslexic I become. Freezing trap! Oh, that is such a good clean freezing trap. I gotta give him that. Because that is a lot of pets. I feel like you could kind of confuse yourself there. It looks like Hunter's just trying to avoid the pets as best as he can. Trying to give Chicago any big value because those pets will empower your storm strikes. And if you get a procs on those, that could be pretty painful. So far, he's been able to avoid Chicago fairly well. The Hunter is doing the things he's supposed to be doing. Kiting. Totem coming down. I think it was maybe a grounding totem for Chicago. Maybe there was a freezing trap that he was able to avoid with it, actually. Chicago does have the pet that he can attack constantly. Freezing trap back up as he goes in for a big old punch. As he goes in for a big old monkey punch. The Hunter, so far, is such a great spot. This has been a good duel for him. Like, so far, he hasn't been able to go for, like, 40 resets. But so far, things are doing well for him. Chicago got to make sure, though, to keep a flame chuck on that pet, because if he is going to go for a camo, that flame chuck is going to get him out in the open. Those kill shots are doing quite a bit of damage, by the way. Try to get himself a healing surge. Chicago does need more maelstrom, though. Wolves are up. Hunter better. Try to see if he can shake those wolves off of him. Fate Transfusion, get a hit with a stun. The wolves are back on him. Any free damage you're going to get is not going to be good for you. Does get those wolves to actually swap to his main pet instead, which is very interesting. And a freezing trap in Chicago, avoiding the wolves yet again. This guy is playing it as clean as it can be. Chicago, if he does have a flame, oh, the flame shock on the pet. Yes, it was. I think the flame shock was there. If you maintain the flame shock, a full-fledged flame shock on the pet, it's going to be impossible to catch the camo. Hunter did play a good game so far, but I think he's going to be going down, dude. He played a really good game. He played a really clean game. That was clean. Who's up next? Kiss God or Chili Pilly? It looks like whoever it is, they're giving the Chicago opportunity to at least get an honor duel, and it's going to be Chili Pilly. Chill Pill's up next. What auto talents is he running, I wonder? Most like a spell warding, got himself the big grippy hand available. Death backed early. I don't think he meant to press it, but he did end up pressing it. He does have the stun. Remorseless went to stun. Big damage on to Chicago. The Remorseless was perfect for him. Also stunned up the Pest. He stunned up the Ghost Wolves. Another stun on Chicago. Oh my goodness, this thing lasting forever. Double stun on Chicago. Still got a bit of that. At the tail end of Rune and Power Weapon. Chicago is continuing to heal a ton, though, for Chili Pilly. I wonder if he's playing the haste reduction versus Chicago. The haste on a talent. Where you put Chain of Ice on the enemy, you reduce the haste by 12%. And every time you Frost Strike, you refresh the duration of your Chain of Ice. So basically, the enemy is completely chained. I think he is. You can actually see the Chain of Ice on Chicago is constantly there. So Chili adding extra pressure on Chicago by reducing the haste he has in order to slow down his cooldowns and slow down the gameplay. I am actually surprised what happened there. I'm not sure. Was it just the Ghost Souls and like a lightning bolt? Did he have a Battle Master Trinket that fell out just now? I am actually not sure, folks. I'm actually not sure what just happened. That was... Huh. Interesting. Chicago is going to go for a bit of a self-heal. Refreshing their lightning shield. Blind by Kiss God. Trying to make the big damage happen. Gonna be a trick out of Chicago. This is full cooldowns coming out of Kiss God. It's gonna go for grounding. I think he might have grounded a Hodge. Big damage out. Oh, Kiss God got some damage though. Didn't matter. Jesus. Oh my goodness. Dude, what happened to this duel? I think we had some people, and I think this has been the most surprising duel in terms of people dying. Like, it was like, everything's good. Everything's calm. Oh my God, that guy just died. Like, I feel like that's what I've done 3 times at least this duel. Jesus, you guys got some damies. You guys got some damies on you. Oh no. It was a 9K execute, but my screen felt like it did 2 executes in 1 second. Did he? Maybe he did. Maybe that's with the lag. That's a 9K execute, by the way. They did buff the executes of non-Venti warriors. So warriors already hit pretty hard with executes, and now they're doing 10% more damage if you're non-Ventier, which is kind of nutty. Let's get another one going, boys. Yeah, dude, this is so fun. These are actually so fun. I'm enjoying myself so much. Oh my God. Would look better in damage, PvE or PvP. Windwalker, Monk, or Retry. For better damage in PvE or in PvP. Probably Monk. Monks are really good for PvE. Like, Retribution Paladins are not bad. And I feel like people need to kind of drop that stigma that Pallies are bad. They're really not bad for like keys and raids. They really are not. They're probably one of the best progression DPS. You know why? Because Broton keeps leaving. It's okay. We need to get Chrysler in there though. Chrysler, I think, was Jesus. And we gotta get Chicago with Making Me Cry. Broton. Why are you leaving good old Chicago? I think he hates me. I hope he doesn't. Chicago is too nice of a person. And when Ali's searching, I think Jesus is just ready to go. If you guys want to make a second one in Honor Talent, second group for Alliance, you guys more welcome to. If I had the Charge Talent, oh, Charge one. Which one is that one? But yeah, I think Pallies are really not bad for PvE. Chrysler, are you ready? Because I think we got to get you back in, man. I told you I was going to get you in. I just want to play Ali. Sorry. Aww. It's okay. Yeah, we might have to make a second group if you guys want to play Alliance, man. Might make a second one. Ready? All right. So should we do Jesus versus Chrysler, I guess? I think we'll do it like that, yeah. Jesus and Chrysler. Do 4 out of Horde. Perfect, perfect. 4 out of 5 on Horde. Let's get more Hordes in here, boys. Yeah. Is it way to upgrade Renown? I'm Renown 1. I don't have a Soulbind. I'm Palm Tree, if you can tell. Hey, man, how you doing? Yeah, so if you swap Covenants, there's no way for you to just, like... There used to be a thing back in the Alpha and the Beta of Shadowlands where you just would have max Renown when you swap Covenants for testing purposes. Now, if you end up swapping Covenants on PTR, you have to do just like live. You have to do the actual quest to gain Renown. So... yeah, they won't let you have full soul binds just yet, which is a little bit sad, not gonna lie. It's a little bit lame. There's no way to upgrade your renown right now, though. No. The best you can do is test out new legendaries and the covenants themselves and whatever changes those have gotten. But testing out the soul binds, unless you're like main of those covenants, not much you can really do at the moment. Which I think they need to fix that in PTR. Like basically every time anybody on PTR gets maxed out renown, I think that's what it should be. And they could totally do it. They used to do it back for the alpha and the beta, right? So they should do it as well. Alright, boys, let's get another up and running in here. Switch. We got us team 1 with 4 is bad going up next. Shadowlands didn't really get anything new, did they? I don't think they did. On that team, we got ourselves Grim Grip. We got ourselves Kentucky. We got Christina and Loco Picopium versus Athel Woman first up and running. Gonna be a trinket a little bit early. I think for the fear, it was adaptation into a full stun by Ford is bad with the sounds of the Athel and Bath Woman. Big damage to follow. Shield of Vengeance is up. So it should allow Athel at least the opportunity to survive before the shield is popping. If you can get that shield to proc next to 4 is bad. He'll be in a great spot. 4 is bad, trying not to get interrupted on Shadow. Might have to go for a disperse here. Trying to see if he might be able to survive it. More rebuke for Athel Woman, so actually can get himself caught up in health. It looks like the Shadow Priest is actually going to be AAK for now. Athel having to back up for a second. Massive spell around the corner for 4 is bad. On Athelman's team, we have ourselves Chill Pilly. We got ourselves Kiss God with Hunt the Hunter and Yandex. That's going to be Athel. Next to 4 is bad. Does he have the Dispel with the Judgments? Void Torn is going to do quite a bit of damage in the stun. Silence to follow. And I think does he have a way to Dispel himself every time he Judgments? Because if he does, then that's going to make that VT basically fear him every single time, isn't it? Void Eruption available for 4 is bad yet again. Fear onto Athel is going to have himself a Word of Glory rolling. That was adaptation. And it doesn't look like he's playing the Judgment Dispel. I'm not seeing a Dispel effect every time he throws a Judgment. Hodge onto 4 is bad. Good go for a Disperse here. Lots of damage by Athel Woman. So far hasn't used it. It looks like Athel did delay a lot of his bursts. Try to go for Word of Glory. Greater Fate for 4 is bad. Does not have to deal with a Rebuke for Athelman for now. Let me watch him carefully with Judgment. Next Judgment, we'll see a Dispel effect. He does have his own Dispel for DPs. Like his own personal Dispel. That does work. First, we're gonna run him out though. Judgment? Ashen Hollow. Setting up a big old Ashen. Just Judgment? No Dispel with Judgment. Very, very interesting. Force Bat does get hit with a Hodge. Could be big damage out of Athel. Potentially doesn't get the procs he needs. Could be a Disperse out of Force Bat. Fear to Athel. Actual stun. No adaptation to break him out of it. And Force Bat just trying to get read dots out of Athel. As he's going to go for a port. Silence. Could probably use the silence a little early to deny the port. And keep him at bay. As long as he keeps him out of that Ashen, the snow free healing for Athel does gain some damage here. That's going to be maybe Interrupt does not have Rebuke versus 4 is bad. Naz had to use Disperse just yet. Going to be Athelman adaptation busting him out of there yet again. It's going to be Void Torn, but that Shield of Vengeance is going to pop back into 4 is bad for Athelman. Could be good. PI available for 4 is bad together with Vamp Embrace, embracing the shadowy nature of Shadow Priest. This burst does come in as Athel just gets procs upon procs, it looks like. Just maintaining himself. Does go for the Psy Fiend slow. You don't say it's a Mortal Strike effect, sure, but the slow I think is what he's really trying to go for there. Maybe I'm reading into it too much. Silence of the Athel. Void Torn channeled. Does a Rebuke for it. Athelman finds himself kind of low-ish on health. Is going to have to go for Word of Glory spam as the Mind Control comes out. MC'd. Not going to go behind the pillar, though. Not going to go behind the pillar. Just out in the open. Mind Flay flying out for 4 is bad. Getting interrupted. Oh, they're rebuked by Athelman. And 4 is kind of hanging around, teetering on that lowish health. Does not have a defensive for a while here. No trinket available. Wait, I think Athel might actually be able to clap him out. Looks like it's over. And Athel Woman does take it. 4 is bad out. Out of disperse. Had a greater fade, but couldn't greater fade a Hodge. And even if you could, I don't really know if you can stop Athel Woman. Because Athel Woman is a strong, independent paladin. They don't need no priests in their fears and stuns. Christina's up next, playing that Necrolord, trying to get a big bleeds up to Athel Woman. Big old bite to follow, Skull Bashing just to catch up. Athel does have Shield of Vengeance rolling, Word of Glories are coming up. Stun to Christina, is he gonna trinket out of it? Looks like Christina trinketed something. Christina, I think your macro forces the trinket out of you really early. Christina, definitely check your macros. Or check your trinket positioning. Maybe change it into different slots. Somebody's forcing out trinkets for you, I think, really, really early. Although I think the Feral, with the might that they have, still might be able to do quite a lot of damage. Bubble available for Athaman. Flash of Lights to follow, throwing down the Judgments. Again, not playing the Dispel Judgment. So I wonder what Ontons are running. I think they decided, you know what? We do have Locopi Copium. Could I see the spec? Because I guess, like, against a Demonology Warlock, you could Dispel. Affliction, you wouldn't wanna. Shadow Priest, I guess you wouldn't want it because you'd be CC'd all the time. You'd be horrifying yourself. Kentucky, you could Dispel. Actually, yeah, you could Dispel, except maybe for Shadow Priest. Just CCs will be pretty annoying. Christina taking their time to approach. 5 minutes in the duel. 1% dampener is up now. Boys. And he's waiting out. Is he waiting for trinket? Or is he just checking up his macro maybe? He's like, okay, just to make sure I actually get to use my trinket with my macro. He's looking back at his team. Maybe he's talking to his team or something. Athaman is going to have to pick up the eyes. Hopefully Christina is aware the duel is still happening. It is a duel. It is still happening. He is going to get him slowed. Hopefully he realizes, unless he's really lagging and something actually wrong is going on. Maybe wrong undertones. Barskin is getting used as Athaman slamming down the gavel. Trying to make the big damage happen. The Barskin looks like he's going to keep him alive. Thorns, as well as the Swarm, is up on Athel Woman. Should be able to get big bleeds in there. If he can somehow, does survive the Shield of Vengeance. Big damage on the Athel. Good for a of Blessing of Protection. Blessing of Protection comes out. Does he go for a Cyclone? He could Cyclone him right now if he wants to. Could be a rebuke out of Athel. So Christina's trying to wait it out a little bit. He used to go in for damage right now. Flash of Light is up. Could maybe interrupted. Arthur just see himself another setup. Hodge isn't gonna lock down Christina just yet. So Arthur better play defensively. Gonna be that trinket. Big bite. Does he have the interrupt? He doesn't have interrupt. Bash to the Arthur Woman. I think it's over. Big old bite with the bleeds rolling up. Does take him out. The Hunter is up next. Hunter trying to hunt down Christina. Feral with all the bleeds. For Hunter, this is a perfect build. You know, just wait until the bleeds are up with the Swarm. And then just go for many bandages. You'll be chilling. Pet is getting rooted up. While Hunter is pushing in versus Christina. No trinket available this time. Thorns is up. Could remove potentially. Big bleeds are up with Hunter. Stun to Christina. Could maybe go for... oh, taking lots of damage himself actually. Is he just going to die to the Thorns of the Bleeds? Oh my god, he actually did. Oh my goodness, he actually did. That is super unfortunate, man. That is actually super unfortunate. Wow. Crazy. Fleshcraft out for Christina. Who's going to be up next on the other team? Is it going to be Chillpilly? Kisgod? Yanderix? It's going to be Kisgod. From one Paladin into the Hunter into the Paladin. Is Kisgod playing a new, anything different for legendaries or anything? I guess as a Paladin, there's only so much you can do differently. Shield of Vengeance does get proc pretty early. It's going to be Christina with lots of damage on Kisgod. Has a full stun on Christina. Trying to make the big burst happen here. Let's see if the blind to follow. He does have the blind to follow. Throwing down whatever holy damage he can because that won't break blind. But the Thorns continues to hit him back. It's going to be a big old roar by Christina. Survive through the onslaught of damage. And Kisgod is actually not in the greatest sense of health. Christina could walk up close and maybe see if he can skull bash him as he try to get a cast kill next time. But Kisgod does have himself lots of Word of Glories available here. His Holy Power is generating. Big old bite! Oh my god, that is the biggest bite I've ever seen. Actually, unless you are a clairvoyant, there's no way for you to stop it as Paladin. You're like at 20% heal, you're like, I'm mostly okay. I'm gonna stay in my bubble until the last opportunity. I don't think anyone expected to go down in that type of situation. Chillipilly up next with a big old stun to Christina. Big old gribs back to back silence. So the Feral can't even find himself a moment to heal. Not really sure if you could really stop a Feral in a Guardian Affinity, but I think you stop something, probably regrowth if anything. Try to see if you can hit those Chain of Ice at Christina. Although being a Feral, you power shift pretty regularly and you can remove those slows quite often. So that's going to be really bad if Shield Pills is running the new Ana talent where Chain of Ice also reduces the target's haste, because with a Feral, power shifting, you can always just remove it by power shifting. But as long as Chain of Ice is on target, can also be refresh duration with Frost Strikes. You reduce their haste by 12%, so it could slow down their gameplay quite a bit. But we'll see, right? We'll see. It looks like he is maybe running long Chain of Ice. Is going to summon up the pet and sacrifice it immediately while IBF is rolling. However, to tank this up a little bit, 26% dampening, not really giving him a lot of opportunity to work with here. Has cooldowns going back in 4 seconds, just needs to survive long enough for it. Got himself Remorseless Winter, might be able to get Remorseless Winter to stun Christina off this. Pillar Frost is available, trying to make those obliterates happen. Sounds like Christina trying to prevent whatever healing he can, but the Pharaoh with them big bleeds. Just raking in the kills back to back, and Yandex is the last one left on that team. Man, Pharaoh's a spooky in 9-1. Is he running the does anybody see if Christina is running the Mortal Strike effect with bleeds? Is he running that? Because Rake and Rip Mortal Strike with Vicious Claws, I think. I think the auto talent is called Vicious Claws. I think that applies also a Mortal Strike effect. 12% per. The bot is real, though the bot is huge. Even as a Necrolord kitty, you have a pretty big focus on bleeds and dot damage, but still bites are massive. Massive, massive. It's going to be Thorns up for Christina. Yandex having to go for full burst. Has a wall for this one. And should be able to get himself big a blitz in versus Christina. Trying to last there as long as possible. It's going to have spell warding proc versus Christina. I guess the Swarm is proccing that spell warding in one way or another. Full stun onto Yandex, does IBF out of it. Christina trinkets out of that stun as well. Has Yandex on the ropes, I think. All you guys got to do is just let him just tick out, let him bleed out. Doesn't even let him do that. Just keep shredding it. This guy shreds. Oh my god. That's so much damn. So much damn. Yo, is Chrysler ever going to be able to play Demonology with this? You guys just, I think every time Chrysler's team got to play, it's just the one dude comes in, and no one else on the team gets to play. Christina got his 1v5. Chrysler got his 1v5. That DK got his 1v5. Is this like a 1v5 services guy going on or something? Oh my god, boys. Oh my god. How Sharp is looking at a 1v team must be creating for like 10k after 25% buff. I think it's a little better. Like the dots I think are a little bit stronger. I imagine PvP like only multi-dot things will be better. But yeah, they haven't got too many new Honor talents so far. So maybe we'll see some new updates for them in the future. Or maybe Blizzard is just going to be refreshing only a few certain Honor talents, and I could be wrong about that one. Yeah, I'm with Mortal Wounds. Okay, yeah, I was wondering, like, that's quite a bit of pressure. Like, the people that you're playing against, like, you actually don't get healing you as much. I didn't have to play 75. That's true, Arthur. You did deny 105. You take victories where we can get them. And a priest not going for 105. That's the way to do it. Yes, you're right. He did. Yeah, so he's Thorns, Leader of the Pack, and Wicked Claws. So it's Wicked Claws. Did I say it right, or did I say something else? Wicked Claws. So Wicked Claws, your infected wounds stack 2 times, reduce 12% of all target healing receives. So you can get 24% Mortal Strike effect. Rip and Rake both apply infected wounds. So that's a pretty easy way to like spread it on multiple enemies. So that pressure, AoE pressure is going to be huge, dude. Huge. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Alrighty, boys, we gotta get Chrysler back in. Is Chicago ready? Because otherwise, I guess we'll throw Jesus at Chrysler. Because I mean, that's a lot of dudes. Roton, one more Hordos. Yo, are you back with Chicago? Is that what it is? Kid a champ, dude. Kid a big champ. I would evade that priest of life. He doesn't do physical damage. True. Not enough casters. That is true. Yeah, I think Death Knight will have a pretty big gap of like, oh, it's a melee. That's a little rough. Okay, while Chicago is getting a 4 out of 5, let me go use the restroom real quick, boys. And then by then, most likely Chicago will have a 5th in there. Alrighty? Alrighty. Let me be right back. I got water too. F it. So let me be right back. Use the restroom, boys. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that, boys. Sorry, I fell in. Who's ready? Chrysler, Chicago, Jesus. I think we want to get Chicago and Chrysler next. Sorry, boys, about this. Sorry, boys. How you boys all doing? Anyway, we're back. Chrysler, Chicago. Let me know if you guys are there. Jesus is ready to go. You can get more in here, boys. Bum, 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 bum. A lot of PvPers on Twitch and YouTube, but don't come back to Duel here. What? 4 out of 5, unless you want to roll with this. I guess we're gonna Chrysler and Jesus again, because Chrysler, pretty sure he has more than just Chicago, that DK and himself that want to have a chance to play. Let's go again. Let's do Jesus and Chrysler again, since they're ready. Let's throw them against one another. Still 4 out of 5. It's okay. We'll just throw Chrysler and Jesus at each other. It'll probably end up being like Tolvaron or something anyway. No, Runes of Lordaeron. Okay, then the next one is definitely Tolvaron, isn't it? Neko Aoluva. Sound good, my guys. Sound good. Yeah, actually, Druids, Boomies have a new honor talent. If you guys want to try with the Starfall build, where you have just stars falling everywhere. If you guys want to try that, that could be interesting. Just guide people through the stars. It is going to have a knock-up effect too. So that could be very, very interesting, by the way. That could be really, really cool. I wonder if that could be good in like 1v1s. Like basically have all the stars all over the place, like a minefield, and force enemies to like dance around those mines. I don't know if it'll be feasible. Like actually trying to go around or whatnot. Let's get another open running, boys. Yeah, let's get another open running. Twitch. We got ourselves Team 1 with Beefy Mikey, Grim Grip. We got ourselves Kentucky. We got Christina as well, Lock OP, Copium as a Demonology Warlock versus Woman on that team. We also got us a Chili Pilly, who's going to be going for first versus Kentucky, playing out that Elemental. So for Chili Pilly, that might be the perfect matchup. Is going to get a stun up and running. Going to be Earth Elemental available for Kentucky. Could go for a knockback on Chili Pilly as long as there's no Death's Advance. Kentucky taking lots of damage. So I have to go for heals or silence by Chili. Oh my goodness, just couldn't respond quick enough. The DK just came in with a full-on blown burst. And next up is going to be Lock-OP Copium Chrysler as a Demonology. Full stun on Chili Pilly as he's going to set up a gateway. Actually able to set up a Demonic Circle. So he does have an escape. And as long as Lock-OP can get himself a big old set of pets and then drop down that pillar for all those pets to be empowered, he'll be in a great position. Going to be interrupt onto the Vile Fiend. Does allow him to get the Mortal Coil off. Chili Pilly does go for a Death Pact really early. I don't know if he meant to go for Death Pact or not, but he did use it. And that's going to be all those pets. Are they going to get empowered? Big blind by Chili Pilly on Lock-OP Copium and some of those pets. So that's a pretty good blind, actually. Like, just to CC the pets as well as the Warlock. Reduce the value for a bit. That could be pretty good. Watch out the pets. If they ever have this green fire around them, under them, then you know that they have extra burst and extra value for it. That's going to be a big old Fell... What's his name? He's not a Doom Guard. He's not a Fell Guard. Fell Lord? I think it's a Fell Lord, right? Gonna be a bigger movement for Lock-OP Copium. Chili is kind of low on health. Needs himself just a little bit more damage. Gonna be a silence on the Lock-OP for now. Is gonna pass out the pet and sacrifice it for a little bit of health. Needs himself a little bit of healing. Lock-OP isn't really throwing a lot of magic abilities at him, so the damage reduction with magic, as well as the shield he can get, is kind of I guess it's kind of questionable if he is going to be able to get any, because Lock-OP isn't really using a lot of magic abilities versus him. Going to be a full interrupt on the nature hit. Mortal Coil into Chili Pilly. Hits him with the fear right after him. Is going to go for a soul rod. It doesn't look like he's rolling with that conduit thing. So, oh, he is buffing up all the pets. Chili Pilly could take it out, actually. As long as that thing is out, those pets are going to do more damage, faster auto attacks, faster casts. It should be like a totem that he might be able to eliminate, unless it's not like a totem at all. Maybe Blizzard changed it, so it's nothing that you can actually do anything about. But those pets are going to be attacking him faster, casting faster, meleeing faster in general. So it should be really, really strong overall. Slow onto Lock-OP. We'll see if that Chain of Ice is a perpetual slow, though. I don't know if it is or isn't. Remote let's try to see maybe if you can go for a stun into Loco P. Is gonna get the stun and silence, stunning the pet as well. Might be quite a bit of pressure. I think that is a full chain of eyes that continues on for a while. Gonna be a big old port for Loco P, getting a couple demon bolts in there, recovering a bit of health too. I think it's a battle master trinket used with a Warlock Hellstone. Is gonna go for a Fel Domination to resummon a full new pet. Full Tyrant coming out. Does he have the big drop for the pet empowerment? I think it'll be perfect. There goes the pet empowerment conduit. That's gonna be anti-magic zone for Chili Pilly. As long as the Tyrant doesn't get the cast off, he should actually be kind of okay. It looks like the Tyrant is gonna get the cast. It is empowered. All of them have fell under the feet. And Chili Pilly does get himself a death back stun right after. Fel Lord comes in with a swipe, and down he goes. That Fel Lord guy, I think it's a Fel Lord at least, right? I think it's a Fel Lord. This is like a Fel Guard, right? I believe. I could be wrong, maybe? Look at that big boy. Look, oh, he just disappeared. That was such a close duel between the two, though. It was a lot of back and forth. Yannick's going to be up next as yet another Frost DK versus Loco P Copium. Summoning up all the pets. Yandex is going to get his ghoul up and running a little early. Going to be a big old grip for Loco P, stunning him right after. The second grippy hand coming out. It's going to help him with the grips. Cannot escape him at all. Is actually going to get hit with a silence as a lot of the damage is ramping up. Stun shortened. Yandex does have a trinket for it. Loco P is going to have the silence wearing off. Is going to have a port away. Might be able to use the gateway if he wants to. Going to be the pet empowerment conduit is dropping down. I don't know exactly what the name of it is. Like a Fel Obelisk, I think. Can he kill the Fel Obelisk? I think the Fel Obelisk does take damage. I think the Fel Obelisk looks like it does take damage. So for Yandex as well as Chopills, damage in that thing might actually be worth because it doesn't have too much health. It should be killable. The pack was part of the PTR keybinds completely caused the deal. Oh, that is unfortunate. I did see Chill Pills. Yeah, your death pack was used like on a cooldown. So yeah, I could totally see that was probably some kind of an issue there. I can totally imagine. Gonna be Loco P. Hits Yandex into fear. Tyrant actually able to attack the guy that is feared now that you have better pet control. So Tyrant getting pretty big value for him. Gonna be Yandex with that extra shielding. Not even AMS. Actually, AMS is gonna use there, but he didn't have spell warding used. Except a lot of these pets are doing physical damage, so that shield can only do so much for you. Handigal down, dropping down by Loco P. Should be able to take down Yandex. Big death pack comes out as we head in the 5-minute mark. 1% dampening rolling in. Silence into Loco P, but looks like he's going to be surviving here just a little bit longer. Stun to Yandex, but I think the pets are going to take him out as the Obelisk does empower them. Faster cast from Mims, more auto attacks from the main pet. That's quite a bit of extra pressure, especially if you got a bunch of pets, and if you throw a Tyrant on top of it to empower those pets. Even if the Tyrant doesn't get the cast off himself, all those pets empowered, attacking faster, could be quite deadly. Fel Lord dropping in, does get AoE stopped by Kiss God, could go for the blind onto Fel Lord as well. Looks like he's gonna go for a blind, get a knockdown. I think he did get knocked down by the Fel Lord. Fel Lord ignores blinds. That guy doesn't need eyes to swing his axe. But I guess also the blind, you know, the CC effect just doesn't work on him. I guess because he's a turret, he just doesn't move, he stands still. So the AoE blind just doesn't do anything for him. Kiss God, though, putting lots of pressure onto Loco P Copium. That's going to be the Fel Obelisk joining the fight. Does Kiss God take it out? Looks like he's going to let it go through. Stunned up as those pets are going to start mauling him down. Looks like he has a bit of damage still left for Chrysler. Going to be a fear, sending him out of there with the Tyrant. Tyrant able to actually get the damage onto Kiss God with the Obelisk for a few seconds. Was able to get quite a bit of value. Kiss God might have to go bubble. That's going to be Ashen to stun all those pets. Interrupted Chrysler on Shadow, still able to get the demon casts off. That's going to be more Tyrant cast. No more. He is out of it. Kiss God does have to bubble as the imps are really ramping up their damage. That Tyrant did get quite a lot of value there, since you can't get it to auto attack while the enemy is hit with a fear, since it does follow your main pet's attacks. So if you feel like, basically, if you throw that a fear on the enemy, normally the Tyrant is like, oh, okay, I guess he's CC'd, I'm not gonna attack it. But with Chrysbad and Chrysler with Loco P Copium, and the way that they set up Warlock pets, they're similar to the Death Knight pets. So if you put them on passive, all pets are passive. They'll mimic what your main pet does. But if you have your main pet saying attack while this guy's feared, your Tyrant is going to be like, hey, I got the permission as well. It's a really good way to make those pets much smarter. And it really comes down to the Warlock controlling the pets rather than hoping that the AI does things right. Because sometimes it doesn't do it, which is good. Loco P and Kiss God still trading blows right now. 7 minutes into his duel, trying to go for a rep. Does land the rep from a distance. and should potentially be able to get himself a big setup, trying to build up some holy power. Wings available very, very soon. Normal bubble, so this man better have a go ASAP. Hodge or Blind might need to come down in order to make the damage happen. Mortal onto Kiss God. No way out of it just yet, unless he goes for a bop, and that's only going to do so much for him. He needs to get himself a go. We're just trying to get those judgments in. Stun around the corner for Kiss God. Is going to break out of it. Needs himself some healing at this point, and it looks like he does go down. Was that with a full? Was that with the obelisk, or is that just like he fell behind on health? Might have fell behind on health. I think he was trying to save a lot of his holy power for damage. Maybe that's what he should have been like. You know what? I need healing. Word of glory. I might be able to live to fight another day. Athwoman gonna be up next. Gonna hit with a slow turn evil onto the main pet. Getting interrupted as well as stun. Locopi is gonna be able to walk up next to him. Getting more demons up and running. I wonder if Athaman is going to try to kill the obelisk in the future. Big old port available for Locopi and Copium. Atha can stay in the Ashen, could throw a bunch of hammers at Locopi. Judgments are definitely going to go through. It does have the Judgment for Dispels, so that might be helpful here. Mortal again sent out. Locopi is going to run in the other direction. And Athaman does play with a little bit of lag. That is something to note. Some of the EU boys have quite a lot of lag. Locopi does have a trinket for the wreck that comes down. Stun into Atha does have adaptation for it, or normal human racial. Going to be a Fel Lord during the fight. Athaman does get hit with a stun. Fel Lord does get stunned with a Wake of Ashes. Locopi Copium taking lots of damage right now from Atha though. Tyrant is going to be joining the fight. Athaman could go for a bubble here if he wanted to. And Locopi summoning down the he is summoning down the big obelisk. Gonna be a fear onto the Tyrant. The pet's still doing lots of damage. If he doesn't press bubble fast enough, he could be in a bad spot. Does press the bubble at the last second. And Locopi has himself a gateway or a port available. A gateway still set up in case he can just take it. And Athaman should be able to survive a bit. Lagging definitely quite a bit. We really can see the lag here. So the mess is definitely doing very, very interesting things, to say the least. Mortal sent at Atha. Locopi waiting out. I don't think we'll be able to take this guy down. I think Locopi is going to be OP unless Athaman has a go. Hellstone actually denies it. A nice craft to create a new Hellstone. Stun into a fear, interrupting that fear while Blessing of Protection breaks him out of that stun. Last immunity for Athaman. Does go for Wake of Ashes. I think he hits one of the pets. That's going to be Judgment getting thrown in. If only he delayed the Judgment by a hair, then he would be able to dispel that fear most likely. Because if he could get hit with a fear and throw a Judgment as the fear is about to leave the Warlock's hands, I think it might be able to have a long enough distance where by the time it's done traveling, it will dispel you, I believe. I could be wrong on that one, but I'm pretty sure it should dispel him. Turn evil onto the main pet. Locopi is going to lock him out with that stun. Needs to get himself in a better position so the gateway and the port can be used. Stun into Locopi Copium. Does not have the big go. It doesn't look like he has the big go just yet. Oracle is in the other direction with a soul rot right after. Locopi trying to go for a stun, does land the stun. Pet empowered, going to be a Vilefin joining the fight. Needs a couple more pets, maybe with a Tyrant. Obelisk is coming down. Athaman trying to go for a turn evil onto the main pet. So at least he's going to stop some of that pressure. But Atha is still surrounded by all the demons. Wake of Ashes on a bunch of them. Try to see if he can walk up to Locopi Copium. Does he have the blind for a big old go? Has the Hammers of Righteous though for sure. Dispels are available with Judgments. Maintaining himself, but it feels like those wings, he better max out the value on those wings as soon as he can. I don't know if he's a Seraphim build or not. Feared? Oh no. Locopi looks like he's going to be able to whittle him down over time. No bubble for 2 minutes, so unless Locopi can just win this duel and end it right here, it's going to be a little bit tough for Athawoman to come back, as I think he's a little bit behind. Next Tyrant, full Lord and Tyrant available. Every other pet is available actually. So if Locopi can get a bunch of pets at Athawoman and go for a full-blown Tyrant, the Fel Lord joins the fight. Could just Tyrant behind the pillar if he wants to. Shadow Fury. Tyrant and Fel Obelisk would probably be huge right now, trying to get a Soul Rod. Those pets are doing work on their own. I feel like with the Obelisk it'd be even more pressure. I don't know what the cooldown is on Obelisk. Fel Lord almost doing the stun. They're almost getting the stun as Atha did walk into his range. Stun from a distance, Shell Avenge is up for Athawoman, trying to see if he can maybe survive this. Looks like survivability is not an issue for him just yet. Although I do think the lag is probably impacting quite a lot of it. Word of Glories are still healing fairly strong at 43% dampening. Tyrant is getting used up as all those pets are up. Does he have the Obelisk together with it? If he has the Obelisk, dude, those pets, the melee pets, will probably do enough damage on their own. It looks like the Tyrant is kind of bugged out. He's just staring at Athawoman. He's going to cast through a pillar. Oh, he's literally just trying to get a cast off the pillar for a bit there, wasn't he? Looks like the auto attacks are gonna take him out. That was a rough one, man. That's rough. I think the MS on the EU for Atho is screwing him up more than Laukopia because both of them are EU, but different regions maybe. And Hunter has himself the full burst set up, ready to go. Big kill shots for Laukopia. Does have a wall to match up the damage. Gonna be a feign death for a second for Hunter. He is taking damage himself too. Laukopia just needs to get some more pets in there with a Feloblis, and that could probably be the end to the Hunter. 48% dampening. Not a lot of healing could be added here. That's gonna be a big old port for Laukopia. The Eagles are flying. The Eagles are inbound. Repeat, the Eagles are inbound. Hunter needs to interrupt that live drain ASAP. Trickets out of the sun. Mortal Coil, and that's going to be him coming down, actually. Was that a Battle Master Tricket that fell apart at the end? Might have been Battle Master Tricket that fell off. Laukopia got 5 as demo. I didn't even realize that it was a 5 as demo. I honestly thought, was it really just Chili Willy and Chili Pilly and this Shaman, and then it was just Laukopia from there? Is that what that was? Huh. I didn't realize. Well, apparently we got a 1v5 by Demonology, boys. Yeah, so if you're wondering how Demo's looking for 9-1, hopefully they give you guys a little bit of an idea at least. You know what I mean? Hopefully they give you guys at least some idea. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. All right. Honestly, I thought that I didn't realize it was a 1v5. I guess it was just that long of a duel. Nothing was casting even when it was sounds WTF. I have no idea. What's up, Jesus? Hunter is so out of competition. No. Hunter can definitely do well. It's just it's a pretty high dampening, right? So Hunter likes the kite strategy. So at low dampening, unless you can control all these pets, all these demons that are running at you, it's a little bit of a tough matchup. Not gonna lie. The pack was because PTR keyboards cost the duel. Yeah, I can totally see that. Starfall build. Yeah, we didn't get to try a Starfall build, man. A little unfortunate, isn't it? Alrighty, boys. I think I was originally said that we were gonna have a longer stream. We went over by 10 minutes, which doesn't really qualify it. But we only have 3 groups, and I think Chicago hasn't been able to really put a full Vive man together. I think everybody that we wanted to see play got to play. I think we saw a lot of new stuff today on Holy as well as Frost. Right? We also said Demonology, which I think is one spec we didn't really see too much on 9-1 before. Chrysler definitely put on the show. So I think since just about everybody that wanted to PTR duel got a chance to PTR, except a couple of dudes on Chrysler's team. I think there was like one guy that maybe didn't get to play. I think it was the Warrior Grip. He didn't really get a chance. Yeah. 2 teams? Yeah, we got like 2 teams at most. We got Chrysler and Jesus. Yeah, we got the same dudes. I feel like we've seen those same dudes play a couple times. So I think we'll call it here for now. I think we'll call it here because I don't think we'll be able to see too much more variety at this point. Plus, I feel like we also had really, really good duels too. Like, I don't think these duels are going to get any better than that. You know what I mean? But yeah, boys, thank you so much, guys, for coming by. Thank you guys so much for joining. That was pretty cool, man. I wonder what the Death Strike heals for 35% dampening against a Feral is 2,900. Damn, that's actually no healing at all, huh? Death Strike heals of 35% damn. Yeah, that doesn't heal for anything at all. That's way too costly for an ability. Like, at that point, you're probably better off just pressing Frost Strike and just doing more damage or something. You know what I mean? But thank you guys so much for going by. Thank you guys so much for watching. We are going to call it here. If next week we have a lot of groups of PTR, we'll just do it next duel. How does that sound? If we just have a lot of people joining in, we have a lot of updates and just back-to-back duels and lots of new stuff to take a look at, I'm perfectly fine going like an extra whole hour. I was actually prepped for it today. But since we just about everybody that wanted to play got to play, man, I think let's call it here. So then I can get some videos done tonight. Maybe try going to bed early. Yeah. Or let me press Frost Strike for 2.1. I feel like Frost Strike, like eventually, like that heal isn't a lot. So you better just Frost Strike, you know. You get what I was trying to say, right? I wasn't thinking about the numbers chill. You get what I meant. I was just saying the heal is not worth at that point. That's too much runic power for that small of a heal. At that point, I would imagine it's better just to press Runic Strike for damage. But you semantics. Thank you guys so much for coming by. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you guys enjoyed. I still couldn't fix my mustache. The whole stream I've been trying to tease it into a spot, and I couldn't fix this thing for the life of me. It's okay. We'll have it fixed next time. Tomorrow is Sunday. Tomorrow's the day off. No stream tomorrow. Monday we're coming back, getting some all stuff done before the week is over. And then we're going Tuesday for the big box opening and hopefully big patch update that day too. Hoping that all my characters got some big boxes. Thank you guys so much for joining. I'm glad we got to test out the DK on it. Sounds it looks so good, especially on Holy, but also Frost, man. I mean, it's not perfect, right? Like it's gonna be hard to compete against the Heartstop Aura for Frost, but what they got, that's some cool stuff. That's some interesting stuff right there. Not perfect, but interesting. Thank you boys so much for coming by. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see all of you in the next stream. Alrighty boys, peace.
Where am I going now? Just falling over dreams. Now I'm just so far gone, this isn't what it seems. Taking me so damn long, it's fading from belief. I need to slow this down, it's burning from beneath.